All right, welcome everybody. If you're just now joining us on Twitch, you are the most timeliest person here on the stream. This is Monday Night Legacy streaming from Mox Boarding House, Ballard.
Legacy!
Still keeping it alive out here, folks. Every Monday evening, we got 4 rounds. We got 27 folks in the room tonight. I am Jake McCune, joined today by Lean Wen.
Hi.
Hey. And yeah, we're kind of kicking it off. We're 6:30 start time, and it is 6:37. So we have round one
Yeah.
up.
Pairings have been brought.
I'm going to dial in our first round match. It's going to be
We have 27?
27. Yeah.
27 players. You know, it's a bit light, but the rain is kicking in.
We are thoroughly into the Seattle, the Seattle fall. So
All right, so who do we have up first?
Christopher Wessel, who I
good old Chris Wessel. I love
who
him.
I lent. The reason we're putting this guy on first is that I lent him an Oko to play, and I think he's playing 4-color, and his opponent's playing Delver, and we're gonna figure out the specifics.
All right, let's swap it over to the battlefield.
As soon as we get down there. It does look like they no, they didn't switch sides. That's Chris Wessel on the right.
I guess no, that's Chris
Nope,
Wessel.
that's Chris Wessel.
That's okay.
I got so confused. Okay, it's fine.
We swap it around. All right, swap it around.
Yeah.
How's everyone in the chat today? Is everyone chilling out? Is everyone excited to watch some good old Legacy?
Yeah, I am.
Legacy? How about we skip Legacy and we all play Pioneer?
No. We're not even allowed to talk about that yet. Shush.
Okay.
No, obviously we'll be discussing Pioneer. Over the course of the night. It's a pretty interesting. I was genuinely surprised by the announcement. I just want to say.
I didn't even see it.
What do you mean? Like you didn't see it this morning when it came up?
No, well, I was so hyped about the BNR.
Sure. Yeah.
And then they're like, Pioneer.
Oh yeah, I guess it was the same day too. I didn't realize. Everyone knew the BNR was already coming, so I just kind of figured. Oh, this is interesting.
Okay.
This is interesting.
It's too long.
I got this.
Yep. I think because names. Yeah, I think basically because they wanted to announce because Channel 5 will announce their events as well.
Yeah.
So they announced the first third or basically the first quarter of all their events.
Yeah.
So they wanted to announce the new format, the new BNRs, and then the first quarter of the events for 2020. It's too long.
That's fine. We're good.
We're good.
We're just gonna get everything nice and symmetrical here.
So you said you lent him an Oko, and he's playing
that's
four color Oko.
Yeah, he's playing 4-color Oko. I'm gonna get all of this fixed here. So I think he's playing what is traditionally just the 4-color check pile shell, right?
Okay.
He's trying an Oko today because this card is just nuts.
So are people still playing check pile? Like what changed?
Not really.
Born, right?
Well, I believe this is an Astrolabe deck, so I think he's playing 4-color Snow, right?
4-color Snow,
Yeah. I think this is 4-color Snowco. That's what I'm gonna call this.
Okay.
And then Josh, I believe, is still on Grixis Delver. He's been playing it a couple weeks ago.
Good old Honda Civic, you mean?
Oh, maybe not. Maybe a Polluted Delta and a Trop in Josh's deck. So I'm a little confused.
I see a Jace.
What is Josh Yandel playing today?
So he's just playing Honda Civic, just good old classic Grixis Delver.
I thought he was, but I just saw a Trop, and that's not a Grixis Delver thing anymore.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I guess what question marks?
I'm gonna try a couple of things here. On our overlay, yeah, that's fine.
For Chris, can't you? I did for Chris.
No, this is just why his name's too long.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris. Works better this way. I know you like to be called Christopher. All right. Astrolabe is go on Christopher's side. Sweet. Oh, that should be coming up. Hold on.
How's everyone today? Is everyone tuning in? Everyone see us on the stream? Do we have any?
Yeah, let us know if you guys are in chat yet. We did just start, so say hey. Some interesting fetches from Josh, but maybe just... Oh, he's playing Storm. This is Storm. Never mind. Josh is just playing Storm. Yeah, you can tell from the cards in his hand that I can just now see. Sounds good. So, Ant versus 4-color Snowco. I really hope we get to see this Oko come down. It's a 1-up in the deck, so it's not even like this is really...
What are the main colors in the snow 4-color Snow decks? Is it mostly like...
Still like check pile. Still blue-black.
Blue-black?
Yeah, for sure. I think you're still having Island and Swamp as your base snow lands.
Mm-hmm. And everything revolves around
everything revolves around that. I think you have a number of duels to supplement that plan. You're obviously playing Ren and 6 for both the red and the green splash off of that, right?
Oh, wow, okay.
But that's the 4 colors. It's no white. You have the traditional blue-black control shell of like Strixes and other things like that, and then you also have Renin 6, and I believe like Lightning Bolt, maybe a Sylvan Librarian, Abrupt Decay.
Would you say that most of the lands are mostly islands?
I believe so. Yeah,
Because
yeah,
they're
yeah.
trying to I mean, would a choke affect a snow color deck?
Well, the problem is that Choke probably wouldn't because they can still just like. It depends on how many snow basics they play, I guess, right?
That's true, yeah.
If they have Astrolabe and snow basics online, then like maybe they have like 2 basics that aren't islands, and then they have that plus Astrolabe, and they can still operate. I don't know. It's probably still crippling. It's probably still not the. I bet Choke is still pretty effective against these decks, but I haven't actually played it enough to know in the post Astrolabe world.
That's true. I kind of find it really weird that like he just tapped Simic.
Yeah,
and
and then here he comes. Yeah, and then Renin 6 gets to hit the bin here. It's a little nuts, right?
Yeah.
But here we go. That's the legacy world we live in, and
but not the Pioneer world.
Not the Pioneer world. No Renin 6s in Pioneer. That's gonna be the big appeal of that format. I'll tell you what.
You excited for Dig Through Time, Treasure Cruise, and Death by Shaman?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh man, I'm so excited. I'm excited about Pioneer because I literally started in RTR.
Okay.
So it's every card in my collection.
I did as well. You're not wrong about that. I'm a little interested to see what the format looks like. I think it's going to be messy for a few months. I think they're intending for it to be.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be a very weird space of development because they said that they're not going to stick to the traditional ban cycle.
Oh,
yeah, and that they're just going to watch high-level tournament results in the early months of the format.
Okay, I didn't read the full article. I need to get through that, but I didn't read the
It was just a tweet that Forsyth made, Aaron Forsyth. He said, "We won't be sticking to a traditional ban cycle to start, and that they're going to just let everyone do whatever they want." And then they're going to figure out what to ban.
Just copycat, Marvel.
I mean, yeah, except for fetches, they said they want everyone to have the chance to play with everything.
Yep.
But they're going to be watching very closely.
All right. Josh is firing off the duress. Very, very cliche of the Storm deck.
Yeah, and here's another one that we get to see from Chris Wessel, though. Both of these decks just essentially playing Drago for a little while, other than Chris's Planeswalker down there. So,
what would you take here?
Probably a tricky one. It looks like Josh is going to go with Jace. I guess he's not really afraid of the Tyrant Scorn, which I'm trying to remember how the counter on that condition works.
The spell is less than the card in the graveyard.
But for you or for your opponent?
For your opponent.
Okay.
Yeah, not you. Definitely not you.
So that's a little interesting. I do want to bring that up. Yeah. Drown in the Loch.
Wait, wasn't a Tyrant Scorn?
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, I don't know why I thought of that card.
I mean, so that's the one I was talking about. My bad.
This is what we were talking about. Yeah, but it was Tyrant Scorn that we saw. You're right. I got these confused because they're both modal and they're both blue black.
I named the wrong mode.
Yeah,
so Tyrant Scorn is the one that destroys a creature CMC 3 or less.
Never mind. Yeah.
I'm closing my eyes.
So that's why Josh isn't scared of this card.
Yes.
It doesn't do anything with Storm. I got it confused with the other one, which I thought was relevant in this matchup. We're all good now. Yeah.
I pride myself on trying to name the card details properly. I obviously named the wrong properties.
Right. Wessel does love the Tyrant Scorn, I think, in this 4-color deck. It's a really cool, flexible spell. It's a blue card to pitch to force. It's in your primary colors, and it's also a removal and a bounce.
Okay, so he's infernal to revealing Cabal Ritual.
Yep. Get another Cabal Ritual. This is end of turn tutor for extra mana for Josh.
Not end of turn.
Oh, wait, what is this? This is not going off? Okay.
I mean, he's going off, yes, but not in a turn because there's a sorcery. But yeah,
he's
just trying to make 10 mana. I mean, no, you make 5 and then you make a -2, and then you make another 5 because he's got threshold.
Sure.
So he's just making like a low mana, like 8 mana-ish. Then he's gonna crack LED. He's gonna pass in flames.
Has the pass in flames in hand.
He's going off. Yep.
And Christopher Wessel says that's enough of that. Josh is gonna storm out. Tutor was already in the yard. The writing was on the wall there.
So now that we know that Josh Yandel is on Storm, what are your thoughts on Wishclaw Talisman in Storm?
Seems powerful. We watched it. Crush the whole weekend.
At the 4K, right?
Was that last weekend?
No, the weekend before.
The weekend before last. Yeah, the weekend before this most recent weekend. We watched James Johnson take that down, and yeah, seems good. I'd assume it's in Josh's list right now. I saw that Cyrus Corman Gill recently top 8'd with his same GP list. He wasn't running the Wish Clause again, so clearly it's not like
a staple.
It's not like broken or necessary, but I think it's clearly good, and that there's probably like direction for, I guess, like both builds, and it'll be the Storm players who get to decide if one is ultimately like it's better, you know, or if it's just an alternate build.
I mean, when you put it down on paper, right, and you start thinking about it, it's like, wow, I can just pay 1 mana if you've casted a turn before, and just tutor a card, and like on the turn that I'm going off.
Yeah,
You know, it seems really bonkers.
It's pretty bonkers. And the fact that you don't have to use it right away too is a pretty interesting thing that the Storm deck has. As like I don't know how that works into the typical play patterns of Storm, but the idea that you can just kind of like run it out and maybe even use it as like a weird kind of check on your opponent's stuff.
Yep. I mean, if you also want Wishcall's Talisman, you can get that at cardkingdom.com.
Cheeks is saying that this now was drowned in the Lock and Not Tyrant Storm.
No, I think I was naming the wrong thing, and the chat was.
Oh yeah, it's just slow to catch up. Yeah, chat. We were very confused about those two spells for a minute, but in my defense, I think they're kind of confusing.
They're both in standard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I got confused.
Yeah, they're both in standard. They're both, like blue-black modal pseudo removal and control-ish spells. Yeah.
Yep. To me, it needs like they're the colors where they're trying to be super evil, and you know, I feel like these are the spells that like you needed to be there to give it that guild the colors, the flavor. I wish Notion Thief was not 4 mana. I wish Notion Thief was like maybe 3 or 2. It's really strong. Maybe like a weaker effect, but maybe a 1/1 for 2 mana with flash and makes you draw cards instead of your opponent drawing cards. Seems pretty good.
That'd be cool. I played against Chaos. I played Chaos Draft on Moto the other day. I just played my first round, and my opponent had what's it called? Night Veil Spectre. The other one, the one that's in standard,
or the one that's like double blue, double black. Death Touch.
No. It's 1 blue black, and it's Thief of Sanity. I just played Chaos Draft, and I was like, oh yeah, I got a sweet red black. And then my opponent just played Thief of Sanity against me twice in 2 games. It just ran me over.
That card
didn't have removal for it. Yeah, that card's a limited bomb, for sure. I mean, it dies to a lot, but like I just didn't have removal in time.
People were testing it in Legacy and just stealing.
Yeah, I remember that.
You can use any mana to cast
showing
spells,
up
right?
in any color mana. You could show it up in blue black control.
Yeah, you just bring it in Ant.
Chris Russell could play it in his deck if he wanted.
When you named Night Veil Spectre, man, I remember that card so good. Like you can play lands off that, I think. That guy, he put in a lot of good beats.
And he was a whole 3 pips of Devotion.
Yes. Devotion of Black and Devotion of Blue, the 2 best Devotion.
Do you think there's going to be Devotion decks in the new format?
Bring back Standard?
Yeah, do you think we should bring out? So what bad Standard decks are you excited to play in this format?
I mean, okay, so...
Because I'm going to try to rally some people, I think. I think that's what I'm going to do.
My most excited Standard deck with Pioneer coming around the corner that I had the most fun with was... just Aetherworks Marvel spinning to Ulamog.
Oh, yeah, I never played that.
End of turn. I mean, Thoughtseize Rhino is amazing as well.
It's true.
Mono Black was insane.
Thoughtseize Rhinoceros.
Oh, Pack Rat. Desecration Demon.
That's a good card. Desecration Demon, yeah. All sorts of cards are going to start to pop up.
Did I see a crop rotation in Chris Wessel's hand? No. I was really confused. I was like, why is a crop rotation in here?
None of that. Just a Hydro Blast, it looks like, out of the board. He should be pretty well equipped to fight in this matchup after sideboard. I think he gets to take out all his bad removal spells and put in, like, good stuff.
Does Chris play board wipes? What happens if Josh goes into the Warren's land? Yeah.
I'd imagine that he has some sort of plan for that, but I don't know what. Oh, Plague Engineer, probably. I think he just has, like, main deck Plague Engineer.
Yeah, Plague Engineer is good.
Yeah, so he's probably packing those.
It's got the Spellbomb.
Yep.
Foil Spellbomb.
A couple sideboard cards in his hand, so it looks like that's one of the reasons he kept. Pretty strong one. And see, still like a Lightning Bolt, though. That's not the best, but it's not the worst either. And he does have a Baleful Strix, but he's going to ponder first here. Probably try to find something better than a Wasteland to make his land drop this turn.
Yeah, Josh playing very smart there and not fetching until it's necessary.
Yeah. We're also just in a Stifle environment again. Like, people went so long without playing against that card that, like, you kind of have to, not in this particular matchup, but, like, holding your fetches up like this isn't necessarily something you can always afford to do in a matchup anymore.
Yeah, you need assert authority sometimes.
Yeah.
You need to play it in D&T and just, like, stifle Wasteland.
All right, but Josh is going to...
He's thinking
find something here, yeah.
Basics. No, he's
okay.
Gonna drop.
Maybe wanting to protect the polluted or the UC. I mean,
Okay, Brainstorm.
You can still get it with the Bloodstained Mire.
One of my very good friends, Alex Wilson, gave me advice on brainstorming. He said you should never brainstorm unless you need to brainstorm.
It's true.
You know,
Absolutely.
And ever since then, I've learned that you don't always have to do it end of turn.
Yeah. No. I think Brainstorm should often be the last card you think of casting because you know what I mean? Like the card exists to fill holes. And so if you don't have any holes in your hand, you don't need to cast Brainstorm. If you have holes in your hand, that's what Brainstorm's there for.
True.
That's one of the ways, yeah. Which is to say, the advice Alex gave you is very sound. Very good advice.
Yeah, he's a smart guy.
Yep,
Smart
cookie.
a lot of Brainstorm.
Big shout out to Alex Wilson if he's watching.
Yeah, he generally watches the videos.
I know,
he might be here.
He'll show up in chat every now and then.
Yep. Alright, so Josh playing it really slow, just sort of sculpting his hand here. Chris Wessel has the obviously the graveyard interaction ready to fire, but at the same time he's just sculpting his hand as well. Do you feel like Chris here is he's probably trying to dig for like a Force of Will or something?
I think he definitely is like, if I'm Chris, I'm really just trying to find that counter magic. Yeah. So what is he holding right now? Like how many dead cards does he have in his hand? He's got some live ones. So he's got a Surgical, he's got a Blue Blast, which is okay. It's not the best. In fact, it's probably just hitting. Yeah, how is Blue Blast even that good in this matchup? Yikes.
Stops Parson Flames, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the only card.
That's true. Because I was thinking, it doesn't hit. It obviously doesn't hit empty very well, but hitting Passing Flame seems very important.
Yes.
So right now he has basically a hand that stops Josh from going off through the graveyard.
He's going off.
But if Josh just has like, stone like Adnaz here, Chris might be dead.
Interesting.
I can't quite see what's in his hand.
So wait, did he cast a ritual in response to the Wasteland?
Yeah, I believe so.
Black?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
So now we're at 3. Yeah.
So he's doing this at instant speed? I mean,
no, I think this is just after the Wasteland trigger, and this must be on Chris Wessel's turn?
Okay, Veil Summer, gotcha.
Interesting.
I mean, but
there hasn't been a...
Nulls, maybe?
How does Veil Summer work again? Well, Chris hasn't cast a blue spell, has he?
He has not, but he's trying to draw a card, maybe?
Okay. This is interesting.
But he's trying to stop the spells to be countered this turn.
I feel like not familiar enough. Genuinely, I have not played enough against or with Veil of Summer.
It's just a silence, yeah, exactly.
Here it's just a silence, okay. That's what I thought. Or that's what it seemed like anyway, I should say.
He's got to fetch.
And we'll bring that up anyway, just for the chat.
Yeah, bring it up with it, yeah. Because that's what I'm trying to understand here. Yeah,
so yeah, he's not even drawing a card off this.
Yeah, he
just wants... Even a permanent you control gain hex.
Hopefully he
just wants to not be able to get targeted by Chris Wessel's other stuff, I guess?
Maybe he's playing around Surgical? I don't know.
Yeah,
no,
that's true.
Permanent. That's permanent.
Well, yeah.
Wait, what's he doing?
Alright, take this off the screen.
It's a Blue Blast? No, not Blue Blast. That must be a Brainstorm thing. Oh, let me see. We'll get rid of it. It's a Brainstorm. Okay, he's Brainstorming in response to the Veil.
Okay, yeah. The Veil is back in the graveyard now.
Oh, so maybe he's not responding. He's just...
Is he responding to Josh's second fetch?
Potentially.
Yeah, because Josh hasn't resolved his fetch. Look, he's got that fetch in the yard.
Yeah, gotcha. Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so he's like, fetch resolves. No, wait, you haven't finished your Brainstorm, mate.
James has killed me this way like 3 times. Okay, sounds like it's a thing. Yeah, that was an interesting Brainstorm. Maybe he was tanking on that line.
Yeah, I think he's trying to protect himself from Surgical, but I think Surgical... Does that target a player? No, like I think...
It targets a card in the graveyard.
But yeah, but Veil Summer only gives you hexproof from the permanents you control. And you and your permanents.
You and permanents you control. So I don't think... So would he still be able to target a card in the graveyard?
I think Surgical will get around it.
Okay, yeah, graveyards and cards,
they're not permanents. Yeah, I think you still can get around it.
Yeah.
But, interesting. So there's still black mana floating.
Yeah. All right. What has Josh got now?
Okay, he's got his UC. There's still black mana floating, I think. I think Chris Wessel is trying to figure out.
Okay, yeah, so that's what Adam's saying. Surgical does work here. So Chris was maybe evaluating his window during that fetch, but he does have a Thoughtseize, which
thank you.
Doesn't that just get fizzled? By the
Veil Summer?
By the Veil? I'm very confused now.
Because that's a sorcery speed. I was going to say, who are you targeting? Yourself? I think they just realized.
Oh, they just okay. I think both of these players are just.
Well, he can't technically cast it.
Yeah, he can't.
I mean, he can cast it on himself.
Right,
with
right.
Ariel.
Right.
But yes, I think Chris just realized. Oh yes, you have Hexproof. My bad. Against black and blue spells.
Got it. All right, cool. So both the players kind
Awkward.
of. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's the first round of the night. Maybe they're just brushing off the dust.
All right, so he's okay. Cabal Ritual is definitely instant. So he's gonna make 5. He's probably gonna add nulls.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, right?
Yep.
Just try to go off.
That's why he cast Silence.
Yep. Okay.
You
well,
reveal, buddy.
Talked about it, Adnaz, all that time
1.
ago. 0, 2, 1.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, you're counting up.
Yeah.
He's 4 total damage.
Oh wow, wow, a string of lands. All right.
Okay, 5 total damage. Ooh.
4.
Yeah, 9 total
Chris
damage.
is ready with the counter. 0. 11.
Yeah, 11 total damage.
I mean, he's already hit the LED and the Infernal Tutor.
Yeah, it feels like this is everything he needs, but he just doesn't have
Passive Flames.
Well, he's at what's 1 black. He can, and they'd have to be keeping track of Storm, but presumably he can kill off of this.
I don't think because you
Oh
still
no, we can't do it in a turn.
Yeah,
you're
this is
right.
end of turn. Yeah,
This is super weird.
so he's just drawing a ton of cards.
Yeah.
And the thing is that like Chris Wessel still has the Blue Blast, I think, in his hand.
Yes, that is true. But the blue blast wouldn't matter through an empty line, right?
You're right.
If Josh just makes tons of goblins, because it doesn't stop Storm, right?
Yep. I think he's just setting up for cards, but like I felt like
he
was trying to find Passing Flames, right?
Sure.
To go off with the LED/Infernal Tutor. I mean, he can still do it with the LED Infernal Tutor.
Yeah. Now Wessel's analyzing Josh's graveyard before anything happens. I think, which is while he has priority.
Mm-hmm. Hello, the Planeswalker Academy. How are you going?
Welcome.
Welcome to Legacy Monday at Card Kingdoms. Multiple house.
Yeah, Adam's correct. He's just trying to figure out if he can stop anything.
So what do you think you would have, like, do you think everything Chris has done is the right lines here, or what do you think could have been done differently?
I don't. The only thing I can think of is Surgically and UC, which Adam talked about maybe earlier.
Playing a land.
Card Kingdom or Cards Kingdom. Uh-oh.
Okay, so he's going to the main phase now. Because I was saying he's playing a Thoughtseize. So I think we're into Josh's main phase. I'm just trying to follow along here. Like how?
Yeah, Josh is Thoughtseizing now.
As I say, he's obviously played a land untapped, so there's no floating mana.
Yeah, no. I think they just haven't moved the thing.
Yep.
Like I said, it's Storm count now. Good call. Storm is 1. Okay, we're gonna Surgical now.
Yes.
Might as well.
In response to the Thoughtseize.
But what are we gonna target?
It's paying life. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Wonder what he's targeting. He
He
also gets to see his hand if this resolves.
Right. Chris does have full knowledge of Josh's yard. He's likely just double thinking of a card to name.
What do you think Josh is concerned about here?
It's a good question. So we're at Surgical on the stack. Christopher Wessel is presumably going to target a card, and Josh is now responding to that. So he's going to fetch.
You know what's funny as well?
I guess Josh is just looking to brainstorm here.
I don't know. If Chris Wessel just slammed that Leovold, he would have been drawing so many cards.
Yeah.
Because like every time the Storm trigger, the Tendril triggers, he draws like tons of cards, and also the Thoughtseize would have drawn him a card. I don't think Josh is bringing in removal.
Well, it doesn't work with the Tendrils because you just die, right?
No, but every target trigger on the Storm
track,
I see. You draw a card for each Storm trigger.
Sure.
Yeah, so he would draw
you could potentially counter one of those and not die or something like that.
Yeah, or you could potentially draw the Mindbreak Trap or something.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's fair.
Because you just like magically draw 15 cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Chris.
It seems like Chris is dead. Which is unfortunate because we wanted to see him do some silly Proco things, but sometimes you just get stormed. And Josh Andell looking to pick this deck up. It's a fun one to play.
Okay, so he's Cabal Ritual.
Nothing
That
I've
makes
played
sense.
much.
To stop the mana ramp.
Okay. And that seems to be about as much as he can do in response to this Thoughtseize.
I think I saw a Force of Vigor in there. Be funny if like Chris was just holding up a bolt.
Yeah.
In response, fetch bolt.
I mean, he does have a bolt in hand. Didn't he? Oh, no, he must have shuffled it away.
Shuffled it away, yeah.
Well, I mean, it makes sense.
He didn't know about the Admirals, so...
No, of course not.
Still on 2... No, still on 3. No, still on 2, you're right.
Yeah, we'll see. Presumably players are going to be able to keep track of their own storm.
Oh, wait, he has another Veil Summoner? Interesting.
What is going on, buddy? So, we have one ritual, 2 things, 1 LED. Interesting.
Alright, so Chris has nothing really relevant to like have to disrupt Josh. If Josh wants to go for it now, he can, but it depends. Is like, what is he gonna go for? Is he just gonna like?
So
He can't make tons of mana because he lost all the Cabal rituals.
Brainstorm first, and then Ritual, and then run out LED at some point in that chain, and then
Oh, he has 1 ritual. You're right.
yeah, this is where I don't know as far as like what these tutors are going to get used for, and
I feel like
you know,
he can just build. He can brainstorm, right? See what he draws,
yeah,
and then he can just like make a bunch of goblins, right? He could go, empty for 4 or empty for 5 or something.
I don't think that's going to be I don't think that'll do it though. Like, well.
But I'm saying that's a
Yeah.
line. That's like if he.
It's a line. I think this is where you start with this brainstorm here because you still have 2 mana up after this brainstorm, right? And who knows what you might find. But you really want like more rituals. He's made his land drop for the turn, correct? Found a pedal, which is I guess exactly what he wanted. Now he's got ritual. Storm is up to 4. Now we're gonna put this on the stack, and then we're gonna LED. Presumably he's doing this a little bit out of order. It looks like I don't think he had cast that LED yet technically.
No.
Oh, he's revealing.
He's
okay, he's getting
revealing
2 LEDs. That makes sense.
And he's gonna cast double LED, do the yellow Infernal Tutor, discard your hand,
Yeah.
get Passing Flames, and then cast your whole graveyard while the ritual in there, and then play.
I think he doesn't even have to get. Yeah, he doesn't have to Passive Flames. I think he just gets cold.
Oh, you just
Tendrils
get
here.
Tendrils. Yep. Sack both in response to the
Yeah,
spell. Yeah, gets
because
Tendrils.
the spell bomb's in there.
He also could chain tutors, which is right. Chat saying that, but yeah, I think he's just gonna kill him.
Well, yeah, he makes a bunch of mana, and Josh is announcing all this verbally. We're not doing a great job representing it, and that's going to be Tendrils for
10.
Should be 9.
9. Oh
yeah.
Crack, draw a card, see what happens.
Whoa!
Fetch and Bolt?
No. I guess not.
Oh, he drew 2 cards.
Yeah, he drew 2. It was underneath. Yeah.
It was underneath, okay.
Too close. Absolutely too close. Well, that's going to be Josh up 1 game. Or Josh up 2 games, rather. Yeah, I hit
Josh
the reset
wins.
button on the road. Josh wins that round. And we still have 22 minutes left, so it would be cool to see if we could get anyone on camera for backup. But if not, we can always bring it back to the booth.
Give me.
If you want to get up and check,
Yeah, sure. I'll
just
be back.
see if anyone's willing. And if not, just come on back, and we'll bring it up. How's everybody doing tonight? We're just hoping to get some good magic on camera. I was hoping that we could see Chris Wessel fight through the combo for another round there, but sometimes you just don't have what you need. And sometimes you just try to get your own Oko. Everyone playing?
Yeah, we've got table 4, they're 1-on-1.
Oh, cool.
Joey and
another
gentleman.
Right on.
Let me just look at the pairings.
Yeah, absolutely. Joey's playing my deck tonight, so Joey's playing humans.
Okay, we've got humans versus Chester.
That's great.
And they're 1-on-1.
Okay.
I think Joey should be on the left. We'll see.
We'll find out. Do.
Chester
Klingenberg, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Humans?
Yeah. And what's
They're 1-on-1.
I'd imagine Chester's on something like Miracles. I'm not sure.
Before you put that in, let's make sure they're sitting on the right sides.
Oh yeah. They're swapped. Okay, we'll swap them.
Oh no. Okay.
It's all right.
I don't know what humans or what Chester's on.
Yeah. We'll find out. It's okay. Fill it in as we go.
We won't know. All
right.
Played like so many cards.
So many.
Ad Nauseam is such a crazy card. It's just like, hey, we templated it this so you can go like last.
It's a pretty weird one, right? Ad nauseum.
So, what's the spice in humans? It's just aggro humans, modern deck with some extra wastelands?
Oh yeah, I mean, if you don't know all the biz about Legacy Humans at this point, it's like basically the modern deck, but you get to play with some better Magic cards like Mother of Runes and Wasteland and Caracas and Sanctum Prelate and Palace Jailer. But other than that, it's very similar to the modern build. You have a core aggressive shell. You have 16 1-drops that are really gross 1-drops that you get to play.
Vile.
Yeah. So awesome. Vile, Noble Hierarch, Mother of Runes, and Champion of the Parish, I think, are the actual strength of the deck because it just gets to go super fast and it gets to have so many starts that are like on the ground running type starts. You also get to play a ton of 8-bears, both human and non, on the sideboard. So,
does the deck play Reflector Mages?
It does, yeah. It does. The card's still pretty decent, and it has applications in Legacy, despite being a 3-mana 2/3. It's not bad. It blocks.
I mean, it's the Duck Depth, right?
Yeah. I mean, to say nothing of bouncing like Merit Lage tokens, it can bounce Tarmogoyfs, it can hit opponent's Delvers. It's just like it's a pretty decent card, and you don't run it as a 4-of like you do in the modern build. You just run 2 of them.
Does the shell mostly revolve around like 2 mana, like the modern version does?
Yeah, pretty much.
Two CMC creatures.
There's very good 3 CMC creatures, especially after board, but your core creatures, 16 1-drops, 16 2-drops. So
and it's still 5 colors, like crazy land base.
Yeah, still crazy land based. The allure to humans over D&T is you get to beat people up fast.
It's really aggro.
Yeah, it's really aggro.
I learned from modern.
So D&T has this issue right now where if you don't kill people fast, they just cast Red and 6 and Plague Engineer and take over the game. And humans is often a deck where, like Red and 6 and Plague Engineer, you don't really want to play against those cards too much. But like on the draw, on the play, those cards are barely scary at all. And on the draw, they're definitely like beatable. Whereas sometimes with the other decks, it feels like those decks aren't even sticking around as much because of the issue of Red and 6 plus Plague Engineer.
One card that I played against humans once in a modern tournament to really annoy my opponent was I played the Ghost Through Prison.
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah.
The Ancient Sigils don't tap for mana.
Yep.
I was like, lol.
This is an interesting one, and I actually forget. So what is Chester on? Do we get a little peek here? Is this Miracles? This looks like Miracles. This looks like Tundra deck. Yeah. And I don't even think it's Blade. I think it's... We'll find out.
He just puts a Noble straight into the bin.
Yeah, Joey says, we know this is getting out of here. That's fine.
Good old Miracles. All reliable Miracles.
Ooh, Double Mother Runes is not what Joey wanted to pick up here. And this is sometimes the tricky part of the deck. Oh, did I write mill?
Because of the.
How did that? Oh, did that come up automatically
auto,
somehow? Oh, whoops.
I have not seen a lot of miracles lately. Why do you think there's a big decline in miracles?
Recently it was because of the uptick in cards like Ren and 6 letting miracles or letting other decks I think grind really hard against miracles. But more recently than that, we've had Mystic Sanctuary printed, which is a fetchable island that puts a spell back on top of the library for your miracles player. I'd imagine Chester has some of these lined up right now.
Definitely, yeah. Now, Miracles definitely has some new toys. By the way, Miracle players, I've heard that since my last 4K tournament I played at Card Kingdom at the 3K that got upgraded to the 4K the week before, is that because they're playing Mystic Sanctuary and a few more Tundras, they're not playing back to basics in sideboard anymore. Which is a really interesting insight that I learned.
That is pretty interesting. I was hearing people talk about like how what they were going to try to do with back to basics, basically, now that the deck was moving again towards more of the. It's not like it's playing a lot of non-basics, but it's playing two more than it usually does in Mystic Sanctuaries, and certainly you want to be able to use those cards when you fetch for them, right?
Definitely.
So yeah, it's an interesting. I feel like the card's too powerful to fully give up on, but like that's a little crazy to me. But like yeah. So anyways, Joey is still having a pretty bad start, and honestly, like. This is a tough one for this is not the best matchup in the world for the deck. It's not unwinnable, but you do need to leverage certain cards that Joey is not seeing right now, which are like Thalia, Cavern of Souls, even Meddling Mage is a great one here because you can name either Terminus or Swords and shut off half of their removal in their deck, right?
Can't even cast it.
But yeah, Joey hasn't been able to cast it until this turn, and even then, he had to run out. He chose the option of running out his other two humans first, his one-drop humans.
Yep.
So now what we're going to see is, yeah, this is a tough one. Joey just wants like Palace Jailer, which unfortunately he did not have in his opening hand, and he has not drawn yet. So it's a tricky one.
The awkward thing that's just happened here is that Joey also missed the land drop while Chester's, brainstorming and getting all the nice land drops.
Yeah, Joey, I think he rolled a 6 here, but he did keep one land and two mana dorks.
Yep.
Not an ideal start.
But he just swords. He just sword twice. He just sword every one drop you had.
Yeah, and this is the other problem, is what I was telling Joey before we started, is the biggest problem this deck has, and it's similar to any other creature deck in Legacy, is if your opponent can answer each play you do at tempo or below it, you know what I mean? Like with all the like this is the third Swords of Plowshares, and Chester hasn't even cast a Snapcaster yet, right? Yep. So if that's the lineup of cards that you're playing against, it's not pretty.
It's interesting that I appreciate you, Chester, showing what named what Meddling Mage, and he said he basically named swords. He's doing the
right, and that doesn't even feel good when you're Joey because you know they only have one more in the deck, and like obviously it's shutting off Snap Swords, but it's still like you would have much rather had that come down off of a Cavern on turn 2, right? Rather than this turn. So
when you have versed Miracles in the past, what are your feelings around that? Like, have you dominated the matches? Has been a tricky one?
No, it's always close. It's close. It's not unlosable, or it's not like the worst matchup in the world, but it usually involves plays that include Meddling Mage, plays that include Kitesail Freebooter, and your top end has to involve Palace Jailer.
Yeah.
Miracles has a really tough time dealing with that card once it resolves. You just continue to draw cards. They have very few creatures that can attack you to try to get Monarch back. And you have many ways to find it. Like you have 2 Imperial Recruiters in the main deck here. This is really just, and this is the problem that I've considered. See, here we see Mystic Sanctuary. And it's not like he can get swords back, which is a nice thing happening right now.
He can, but he doesn't want to.
Right, he doesn't want to.
Yep.
But this is what I was describing to someone else when I played the deck last Thursday is you kind of just run into the same non-blue problem that you do with a lot of decks, which is wrong half of your deck problem. And certain cards are really great in this matchup. Certain cards are not. Now, Joey does actually have 2 of the cards that he needs here. One is Imperial Recruiter, and the other is just Palace Jailer. One finds the Jailer, right? Imperial Recruiter here instead could find something like Sanctum Prelate.
Yeah.
If you have Sanctum Prelate on 6 and this on Swords to Plowshares, Meddling Mage, you've kind of locked up their removal a little bit. But as we see, there's 2 turns. Like it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be fast enough.
Yeah.
Joey's biggest problem here is that he kept one land double Noble Hierarch, and both the Noble Hierarchs got removed.
Yeah.
So like, if he had just drawn land and continued to keep that Palace Jailer, he might actually have a shot in this game. But it's kind of over at this point with the mentor from Chester
and the double.
Yeah, it's just gross. Double Mystic Sanctuary too. So these are getting in for entirely too much.
Yep. Miracle players. I mean, the humans players.
This is and this is a game 3 too. So it's notable that Joey got a game in there as well, and these players are going to finish. But we do only have 12 minutes left, so that was a good way to burn 12. Yeah, good way to burn a couple minutes, and we'll bring it back to the
Definitely, and I hope you guys enjoyed the fun little miracle beatdown there. I mean,
yeah, you guys just got to watch my deck lose really quickly on camera. Hope you guys enjoyed that.
all right. Let's talk about the meta here. We have, oh, wow. Colin, yes, good old Colin. He's playing Green Post.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Colin plays a lot of Post.
I love Post.
He won Modern No Ban List tournaments with Post. Yeah, that's what I know him the best for.
I mean, he's basically playing the same shoulder.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Green Sun's in the prime time, so it's good. We have Sean on the good old Eternal Witness, Maverick Depths, Fauna Shaman.
It's Sean Catanese deck.
Yeah, that guy's
you won't tell me, you won't name that deck anything else but Catanese deck.
Pretty much. Patrick Daly's on Snow Cool Fit, which is like Nick Fit.
Oh, okay. With Astrolabes, I guess?
I assume, yeah, he wants to draw more cards. Zach is on Mega Storm. Yes, I did. He was talking to me about this. He's basically playing.
What is that?
Storm.
Magus. Oh, Magus? Like the one that. The graveyard one?
No, the one that eats spells on the stack.
Not familiar.
Niv Magus, whatever.
Oh, Niv Magus Elemental?
Yes.
Interesting.
I think so.
Interesting.
Yeah. Because he normally plays Bizarro Storm.
Okay.
But I think he's been brewing
well, we'll figure something out. Yeah, we'll see what Zach's got.
Jeremy's on good old Blue Red
Jeremy's
Delver.
Been testing Blue Red Delver for a while, which is interesting because it's not like he can't play Rug Delver. He must just not want to.
Well, he's really been going really hard on like Wastelands and just like Stifles and stuff.
Okay, so maybe he's on the he wants to pack that version of the deck.
Pox, Rug, Humans, Depths, Storm, Bant.
Bant Hrablas?
Hrablas? I guess it's just Bant deck.
Bant. Oh, his name is Travis Hrabla, so it's Bant Hrabla. Yeah, I guess that's it. I guess he's playing a Bant deck.
Bant Hrabla. I just Bant creatures maybe. Dredge, Hogak, Miracles, Painter, Blue Red Tempo, which is basically Blue Red Delver, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd imagine.
It might be Blue Red Control.
Oh no, you're good. What's up? Oh yeah. Let me check.
We got Hogak.
I should have double checked. The sideboard's all one ofs, by the way. It's a fun way to keep track.
So we have a second post player. We have Greg Mitchell on Emery Ascendancy. He played that last week. That was amazing. New Magus, yes. We have
this is main deck.
Reanimator, Rug,
yeah, and then
Burn. I'll wait for Jake. He's still
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
All right. We got Reanimator, Rug, Burn.
That's 14.
Bug Delver, Blue Red Delver, 4 colors Snow, 4 colors Snow. Delver, Enchantress. Oh, cool. Someone's playing Enchantress. Steve. Yeah, I love Enchantress. Ant, as we just saw, and 4-color good stuff. Leo, he's always playing 4-color everything. We have a lot of Delvers. I think we have about 8 Delvers here. I'm actually gonna, if we get a break, I'm actually gonna type this up and make a little chart. I don't mind doing that. I've done that in the past, so we can sort of visualize this. How much time have we got? Like 11 minutes? Hey Joey, what's the time on the clock?
8 minutes, 9 minutes.
9 minutes. Okay, we got 9 minutes. A little bit 2 minutes off, but yeah. If you guys want me to type out the meta, I can. Okay. Actually, how about I do that? If you guys are interested in that, so I'm gonna type it up. We can talk about it between rounds. So we'll be back in, let's say, like 5 or 6 minutes. I'm gonna pause. I'll swap it over to something. What am I saying? I'll get Jake to talk. Jake can talk while I type up the meta. Hey Jake, I'm gonna type up the meta. You
all right, we're good.
Talk to the
yeah, absolutely.
I'll be back.
All right, so yeah, Lee's gonna do a bit of a meta report. Sounds good. And I will keep you fellows entertained. I was just talking to Joey about my deck off cam there a little bit. Joey was just looking to play something different tonight, so. No Eldrazi, says Great Whaler, yeah. Lee's in the booth tonight, so the Thought-Knot Seers are tucked away. But yeah, what else we got going on, folks? We got standard bannings that everybody kind of wanted to happen. We got Pauper bannings that I'm pretty excited, even though I don't play that format, because it just seemed miserable from the outside. So if anyone's excited about those Pauper bannings, holler. Seems like a cool time for the format now that they've gotten the really. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Ephemerate's still bad. We'll see, I guess. But I would certainly be looking to play the Ephemerate deck even in a post-Astrolabe world, I think. Yeah, seems good. Whew. Pioneer. Interesting one, that's for sure. My personal stance is I just don't really feel like brewing at this moment in time in my life. So I will let other people decide what's good in Pioneer, and then depending on how fun that looks, I will maybe play that format. Certainly I won't have to get too many cards to play it, so that much is nice. But I don't really know what I would play, and I don't really know what I want to play, so I will not... too much brain power. I'd rather just like chill on Legacy and do some other stuff. So, be interesting to see how it pushes Legacy status-wise. I'm obviously a little weary about the status of future Legacy Grand Prix. If I were in charge at WotC, I don't think I would feel incentivized to do them. So, from that perspective, I'm not hopeful. But at the same time, I love Legacy and hope that they appreciate the community somewhat, to some degree. You know, like I'm sure vintage people could argue that it sucks that there's no vintage GPs, and so my argument is essentially the same at that point, minus, you know, a couple, maybe like 1 comma or something like that. But we're still talking tons and tons of money to play Magic, and obviously Wizards doesn't want to go super close to that territory. But Moto's still around. We're still around. You know, high-level paper Magic, high-level Legacy. I don't think it's going to go away. Just might not get too many officially supported Grand Prix. But I think out of that absence would come more bigger unofficial tournaments or third-party tournaments or something. So I think that'd be cool to see, too. More folks rising up with, you know, like maybe SCG does start a big Legacy tournament once a year or something like that. I don't know. A little light room, but 27 is actually pretty sweet for Legacy most places in the world, so we'll take 27 here tonight. Free from Astrolabe. Congrats. We're not yet in Legacy, but we're also not oppressed by it nearly as hard, so everything's good on that front. Ba-ba-ba. No, checking my phone on stream, y'all. Beats 0. Just can't believe people want to play that card in Legacy. Well, yeah. I don't disagree with that, but I think the idea of cantripping and fixing your mana is just so appealing to some people. Alrighty. Well, I'm hoping that we get a little bit of an early end round, though we only have 3 minutes left, so probably only a match or two going. I do have some promotional material here for you. Card Kingdom has a 20th anniversary coming up, currently going on, I think this entire month. They've got a new episode of Local Game Show, which has been up on YouTube. They streamed that on the Card Kingdom Twitch here, not last Monday, but the Monday prior, so about 2 weeks ago at this point. They're doing a special edition of CK Draws, which I think is every Tuesday on the channel here at twitch.tv/cardkingdom. Should be below if I'm incorrect on that. It's either Tuesday or Wednesday. And we got the Chalice coming up, which is a big invitational the Card Kingdom runs for charity. I believe they have a 3K open for Modern before the invitational, so that's like the civilian way to participate in the giving. And then if you are an invitee of the invitational, which means you either won the big 3K last year or you're a Magic personality who's affiliated with Card Kingdom somehow, you get to raise some money for, I want to say, Boys and Girls Club charity. Not out in front of me, but, you know, a reputable organization, surely, working with Card Kingdom over here. And I think they're going to stream that whole thing as well, so keep an eye out for that. Other than that, though, you know, we'll have another 1K in, I want to say, a month for Legacy, which is sweet. If you guys did not see our 3K, should still be up on Twitch right now. So that was last weekend before last. No, yeah, that was not yesterday, but a week ago. Excuse me. Myself and Josh Monks were streaming that, chilling. But yeah. Taking a look over here. Aha! October 26th is when the Chalice stuff is, you guys. So that's going to be over in Bellevue. Oh, no, in Seattle we have the, 2 tournaments. So we have Rags to Riches on Saturday as well, and that is actually not going to be streamed because we will be streaming the Chalice. So if you guys want to see Pauper action in the new Astrolabe Free World, you got to come here in person. You got to come down to where I'm sitting right now, and you got to sit about 20 feet to the right of me, and that's where the tournament is at. It's good stuff. Yeah, other than that, we're just chilling still. Lee is going hard at work typing in the meta to get a graphic up for you folk. And that way you can see what everyone's playing tonight in our 27-player meta. Yeah. That's all I got right now, folks. What are you liking in Legacy? I've been playing Humans and Delver. And I 5-0'd a league with Humans, but I still don't know if the deck is like win a large tournament with its status. I think it's quite good, but I think it suffers from same issues that many of the decks I play have from winning large tournaments, which is lack of deck manipulation and a greater need for things like your top decks to go very well. Van Food Chain's kind of sweet, Deadfish. I saw the 2 different lists that were in the day 2 of the GP in Atlanta recently. One of them was a guy named Leon, who's on Twitter. Dude's really funny, and he's like the kind of guy that I didn't even know played Magic. And then he had like day 2's GPs in Legacy on Food Chain. So that's sweet. Yeah. Deck is nuts. There's also like so many options to it. When I like the old Food Chain lists are very different from what this list looks like to me now. So that's pretty sweet too. All these recruiters and whatnot. I would feel, ooh, yeah, so Trinket Mage. So yeah, I would feel so out of place playing against Food Chain now, whereas I used to play against it quite a bit when Death Red Shaman was legal. I would truly need to like figure out what the heck is going on with that match if I played against it again. We do have round 2 up, which is nice. We'll see if we can get lead. Let's do table 2 if they're into it. Yeah, table 2. Tom Galstein and Chris Williams. 2 good Magic players. Really love to play Legacy. You can't afford it. I don't disparage you one bit. I think that is the worst part of Legacy. I would say that hard nut to crack for sure. But if you have a local community, see if it's cool. Yeah, Deadfish is not wrong. You have to need to have been into it, or you need some level of a community. Oh, nice. Lee's typing up our nice little meta there in the chat as well. Cool. I'm going to get these folks dialed in. I do think that people should like play unorganized Legacy more often. Like if I moved away from here and I didn't have the CK community, I'd probably try to find Magic players local to me, and then I would convince them to play like Proxied Legacy with me, because I would still find that more fun than playing in like a sanctioned Modern tournament.
Oh, we have round 2.
Yeah, we have round 2. We already picked a table.
Oh, fantastic.
We're gonna see if they're good, and then yeah, we're gonna go right down to the booth.
Jump through some. Okay, I just typed up the meta, and also I made a little chart. I'll put that up. I'll put that chart up after this round, so we can see the pretty little graph. Yeah, we got round 2. Oh, Chris and Tom.
Yeah,
these guys are 2-0. 1-0.
So yeah, these guys are both 1-0. I don't know what Chris is playing tonight. He's got quite a few decks, but Tom Galstain's usually playing depths. Yeah.
Chris Williams. He's on Blue Red Delver.
Got it.
The good old classic Blue Red Delver versus Depths matchup.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. A lot of people interesting to see Chris on Blue Red Delver, as opposed to maybe one of the other variants.
Yeah, I know he's been practicing a lot of Delver in general.
Yeah.
You know, he wants to sort of bank up the store credit, play the best decks. He's really good at you know, assessing situations. Let's see how he matches up against Tom, which Tom is playing. I think he's playing. It's like the medium depths. It's not like super turbo.
Yeah, I think he definitely plays a Mox Diamond build over a Lotus Petal build, but I don't know if he has like a weird mix or something like that.
Definitely doesn't play turbo because turbo has like Elvish Spirit Guides.
Yeah.
But he loves. He's pretty heavy on the discard.
Yeah. And I think he's got like a Life in the Loam or 2 in there as well.
Yeah, let's talk about the meta.
So yeah, we got 2 4-color Rin, 2 Storm, 2 Cloud Post, 2 Rug Delver, 2 Blue Red Delver. Oh no. Wait, am I reading that right?
You have 2 Rug Delver and
Hogak. I stopped at I started on a different thing. Yeah. 2 Hogak, 2 4-color Rin, 2 Ant, 2 Cloud Post, 2 Rug Delver, 3 Blue Red Delver.
Mm-hmm. A lot of Delver.
Yeah, a lot of Delver. Way more than usual for the Seattle area.
And then
definitely
there's Bug Delver as well.
Yeah, there's a Bug Delver list. That's kind of sweet. We have one-ofs. As far as one-ofs, we have 1 Bant Food Chain. Okay, we were talking about
not Food Chain. It's just Bant food. It's just Bant stuff.
Is it?
Yeah.
With Oko?
With Okos and Goose.
What? That's interesting. That's very interesting. Imri Ascendancy.
Yeah, that's
pretty interesting.
That's the Greg Mitchell's deck that he played last week.
Oh, really?
Did you see him?
I didn't see him. I'll have to check that out.
What's his name? Patrick Daly was playing Mono Blue Marta.
Yeah.
And Greg was on Emery C, which you can make Infinity Mana and stuff. And it was quite hilarious because the way Greg died on feature was through a ninjutsu.
Wow.
A 1/1 attacking and then ninjutsu to do a 2/2.
Yeah, Spexus, that is, for someone who hasn't played much Legacy, that's a pretty accurate picture you just painted there. Yeah, Temur Delver is traditionally Stifle-based with Wastelands. Blue-Red traditionally also packing Wastelands, but Hefty are on the burn side of things. Usually a couple Chain Lightnings in addition to the Lightning Bolts, maybe even a Fire Blast as like a one-of to finish them off.
Back in the day, Blue Red Delver used to play Price for Progress.
Yes,
kill,
yeah.
You know, with greatness at any cost.
I do believe, you would definitely still play that. Maybe just in the sideboard of this deck. We'll see what Chris Williams' deck looks like here. Looks like he's just keeping lands, delvers,
some cantrips. It's literally.
Oh wow, here it is. Yeah.
1 lander with a bunch of cantrips.
Yeah, and one thing to talk about with Temur is that there have been both Stifle and non-Stifle builds that are successful. So that is the main point of delineation between these two decks.
Yep. Stifle is if you want to really go fast.
Yeah. And against a deck like Tom's, that's actually one of the only cards that matters in this hand anyway.
I got a 2-lander, my mistake.
Yeah. He's got 2 lands. 2 lands, 2 cantrips.
Chris, very, very polite, always playing open.
Yep.
Love that.
Really nice guy. And yeah, not much to do here other than play this land and pass. Oh, maybe he is going to cantrip. So he's going to go ahead and cantrip. Oh, we'll get this started. Yeah, it wasn't showing up last time either.
Yeah,
so
it's going to
wait. That one start.
46.
See, it's not.
Oh, it's not starting.
Yeah. Hold on. I figured it out. Nice. We got our timer up and running, folks. Ta-da!
Do we need to update it? I just leave it.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so here's a Wasteland, which is quite important in this matchup.
Yeah, so... Chris is definitely not playing Temur. He's playing Rug.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a Ren at 6. Okay. Chris is playing Rug.
Rug Delver.
Yeah, he's not playing Blue-Red, actually. He was playing Temur. Excuse me. And you can run Stifle in Blue-Red. That's true.
Because maybe he just never saw it. We have someone in chat asking
It's possible. It's not. It's not. It depends on what deck you're playing. I will say what deck you're playing depends on how much it matters.
People played Shadow.
Yeah, you can play Test Shadow.
Yeah. Also, another thing that's to be notable actually is someone just 5-0'd the Moto League with 4-color snow, no duels.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's pretty impressive.
He just played a bunch of fetches and a bunch of snowlands.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Really good cantrips.
Wow.
Yeah, so just 5-color snow, no duels. Do it.
All you need is all the different fetch lands and a bunch of other expensive magic cards. Pete land here for Tom Calstanis. He probably fires up another discard spell.
Wow.
And this is what the Depths deck is just very good at. I think he's running probably 8 of them. Just all the Thought Seizes and all the Duresses.
So Jim Davis is also he's top 8'd or maybe like came to second, like became a finalist, playing Miracles with only no Tundras.
No Tundras, yeah.
He just had
just basics.
Basics, yep.
Yeah, blue-white decks are easily one of the ones you can get away with the most without having any duels.
Wow, Tom. I mean, this Depths deck has so much discard. It just goes crazy, right?
And his life total is really, just hammered out at this point. But it doesn't matter here.
Yep. I mean,
the Wasteland is still pretty good for Chris. Chris is just trying to find a turn where he can, I think, play Red and 6 Wasteland and then hold up Wasteland. But Tom's trying to race that plan. He still has to get out from underneath the Wasteland, though. So that's where Tom is at right now.
Another interesting strategy that Depths does, by the way, is they'll play, because they have Pinting Needle main.
Yep.
They play Needle name Wasteland and then play Ghost Quarter to destroy Caracas.
Yep. Yeah, I like
really
it.
Smart.
A lot of different ways they can interact.
I mean, if Tom really wants to get really aggressive here, he can either crack the Canopy land, or he could like use Desperate Stage, copy a Wasteland, end a turn, and then just like play a Wasteland. I don't think he'll do that.
So this is the problem for Tom, is he needs
to deal with this.
Well, he has an Abrupt Decay, so he's probably fine. I think what he wants to do is let this Ren resolve, and then see if Chris can fire off the Wasteland. Oh, he's not gonna. He's not gonna. Chris is too smart. He's just gonna get Fetch Land back and keep Wasteland up.
Yep.
The more greedy play here would be to try to fire off Wasteland, get the Wasteland back, and just play it.
Yeah.
For the turn.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
But that would give Tom a window to Abrupt Decay the Red and 6. And that way you'd have no Wastelands after that. And that's a very bad thing to have against Depths.
Against Depths, yeah.
Yeah, so Chris very heads up here. I think, anyway.
I mean, the good old triple discard.
Yeah, right?
I have nearly perfect information. Can't stop the upkeep. These green-black Depths, these green-black players that are really just playing at sorcery speeds sometimes.
So now Chris is like, I just have to take this, right? Yeah. Okay, I just take this. It stinks, but you really already have the one weapon you need the most deployed, and you just have to find a way to, kill Tom now.
What are your opinions with Hexdrinker and Rug Delver?
I still haven't actually played it, so I don't know. Yeah.
I know that you're playing Rug yourself.
Right, so I haven't played Hexdrinker. That's what I'm saying. I've been playing builds that have the apes. Oh, wow. Tarmogoyf.
Goyf?
Yeah.
I'm confused. This is game
main
1,
deck,
right?
Yeah, main deck Tarmogoyf. Oof.
Yeah, I agree.
Deathfish says it's good, very good.
I think Hexdrinker just a 1-of or maybe a 2-of is really good.
It seems like not bad, certainly.
Goyf, I was not expecting this.
Yeah, so this is actually something that has been coming out of the sideboards, but now we're seeing maybe this is something Tom's trying tonight. He just wants to main deck some Tarmogoyfs in his deck.
Oh, Falsification, I hate that card so much.
That's pretty obnoxious.
Yeah. Falsification, that's addict. Force of Wills. That's true, yeah. A lot of Legacy, it's just because it sort of plays around the meta, right? Like, a lot of Legacy is just Sorcery is the best. You know?
Right, yeah. Yeah, I'm not particularly scared of that card from, the matchup perspectives that I play against it on. But, I can see how it's, really good for the Delver deck. As, it's a threat that you can play and keep days up, right? And I think that's one of the main things that they want to be able to do.
We should just play 4 True Names, 4 Hexdrinkers, and 4 Kira the Glass Spinners.
Yeah, right.
And 4 Phantasmal Images. And maybe 4 Siege Runners.
And Okos, don't forget Okos.
Okos and some Wrens.
Yeah.
Because they're good cards. No bad cards in this deck. And maybe Brainstorms.
All right, Preordain. Oh, Tarmogoyf of his own for Chris Williams.
Oh, yeah, of course. This is Rug. It's so funny that people used to laugh at Rug and be like, Rug is like, who plays Rug? Who plays Boost anymore?
It used to be the best deck, and then it was not, and now it's kind of back.
Yeah,
that's basically it.
Red and 6 made it great.
Yeah, and Deathrite Shaman made it bad, right? Because like when I got into Legacy, Rug was still considered pretty good, but Deathrite Shaman was like catching on. That was like the whole thing. Is it was like,
wait, Deathrite has always been legal in Legacy, but no one caught on early.
No, that people caught on early, but I'm talking about like 2 years after Deathrite was printed, as opposed to like 6 months after Deathrite was printed or whatever.
So I joined when Deathrite basically was printed, but I didn't join Legacy then. But I just knew that Deathrite was in every deck.
Yeah, this is hardly the previous Rug Delver, though. I mean, it isn't. It isn't. It's still a Stifle-based build. It just got one extremely powerful card, right? Like, I don't think any of the other cards got changed too much.
I'm joking.
And I don't think the lack of Mongoose. I think that really just speaks to how prevalent, like, the mirror is, I guess, and how prevalent like the card Tarmogoyf is.
Goyf needed to shine again. Like the poor guy got like chopped down from $150 to $50, and now it's
poor
like...
guy. Chris saying I have all these useless cards in my hand, and none of them kill a Tarmogoyf. And this is maybe the strength of Tom Galston having this in his deck.
I don't think they run Stifle, but
KG, this build in particular is a Stifle build.
Okay.
We saw a Stifle off the Thoughtseize.
Okay, good.
But we did also talk about how there are two different concurrent builds earlier in the stream. That one is Stifle and one is not.
I think Stifle's a great card. I don't think people think it's not. I think it's a bad card.
Oh wow, Chris is gonna have to pull the trigger on this double lightning bolt on the Goyf here, which does not feel good. Yeah.
Yeah. It feels real bad.
Seems bad, man.
And you have to, right?
Yeah, I don't even think there's like Tom can't like mystery pump it. There's no type that isn't already available that's in the graveyard.
Draw a card anyway to see, no?
Yeah, what are we doing here? Tom's like, wait, I think I would just take it. I don't know what's happening right now.
It's gonna crop rot.
Is he trying to like crop rot for something goofy?
Series step.
Sure.
Because it's 7.
Wow, that's actually pretty OD right here. Wow, yeah, never mind. Good call, good call.
Yeah, he's gonna crop rot the Bayou. Get serious step because he's on 7.
But Chris Williams could fight over this crop rot, right? Like,
I mean, what's he doing? Force of negation.
Oh, okay, he is fighting over it. Okay, he's just hard casting the force of negation on it. I think that's solid.
It's exiled. I was gonna say exile. I love saying that.
Yeah.
Because I love when force of negation exiles my artifacts because I can get them back.
Ooh, and Tom a little punished for going for it here.
I mean, he wanted to end. He's like, I have a threat and you don't.
No, it's true. He's one turn away. It's I think a decent play to make. But yeah, he's gonna say, all right, that happens.
I mean,
yeah. Pretty interactive for the Death's deck, right?
I think Chris is taking this back.
He might be able to.
He lost so many resources. He abrupt decayed like from the get-go every turn, and then I think with the Wasteland holding up.
Yeah, that was huge. And now, see, this is the card I've been playing instead of Snake, and it's worse in some matchups, but better in others. So that's kind of where I've fallen on the card.
Casting spells free seems pretty good, right?
It's very nice. Yeah, flashing back the brainstorms, even the bolts just help increase your clock, right?
Attack step ponder.
It's gonna hit for 4 every turn. If Tom can't answer it.
Yeah, attack step.
To say nothing of what Chris might do with just the cantrips in his yard. So.
Definitely. And even that, if Chris is even just strapped, he can just crack this canopy land. And just randomly get some card draw. All right.
Okay. So we do have an answer.
You have to kill that guy like instantly.
Card's quite nice. Chris is going to try to draw a card from his, Fiery Islet. I think he drew a Delver too, right?
Yep.
The Delver coming down?
It is a Delver, the promo one.
Ooh, yeah, it's a nice Delver.
By the way, Chris, that's not the good Delver.
I
hate that Delver.
It's got the weird foil.
So what do you think Tom's position here is? Like, he needs to find something, right?
Yeah, needs to find something, basically. But really, I mean, this whole game, he's just needed a way to make a 20/20, and he kind of blew his way to make a 20/20 trying to save his Tarmogoyf, right? He had the crop rotation to find the Dark Depths.
Yeah, that's true. And like, I think it's good that Tom was taking the... Oh, all right.
Ooh, never mind. That'll do.
The Goyf is back from the graveyard.
Yeah, that's an okay one. That's a super okay one.
Yep. Delver has to flip.
Oh, no
swing and a
flip.
miss.
That's
Live and die by
tough.
the blade, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely.
This green black mid-range deck is getting there. Oh, all right.
Okay, we'll
So that's
take
a counter to a
Yeah,
Goyf.
no, that's
another
that's
Goyf.
basically a removal spell for your opponent's Tarmogoyf.
Yep.
Unless they draw a removal spell. I mean, it could be fourth abrupt decay here for Tom. I bet the deck
here's
is
the
running
thing.
all four.
The Delver, if it flips, it represents a 2-turn clock.
Yeah.
And Tom can't attack a Goyf into a Goyf. That's just silly.
No, that's just silly.
He can try to crack. I don't know what he's trying to. What is he doing? He's loaming? Yeah, he might be loaming. No. It's a Hex Mage.
It's just a Hex Mage. Not great.
Not great, no.
Yeah, now I think Tom's just on top deck. Top deck the win, but I don't even know if that's going to be enough here.
Another miss.
Oh. So top deck the win might be enough here if Tom just gets a Crop Rot or a land.
Well, Chris
or a Dark Depths, I mean.
At least he has a hard cast Force of Will here. But yeah, like he's been super unlucky. But I think eventually Devil will flip. I think he has Chris has better
of course. No, that's what I'm saying. Tom is on a slow window here. Or and he has Hardcast Force, you're right.
Yeah. I'll take the Force.
Yeah, seems okay. I guess.
I mean, do you think you Wasteland here as Chris? You just Wasteland the...
I don't. I don't think there's a need to.
I mean, just to because it seems like, I don't know. I'm just thinking because he needs, if he draws a land, like let's say he just top decks the Dark Depths, then he can win, right?
Sure.
But if you just, I mean, he also.
But if you have the Wasteland,
I don't know.
See, no, trust me. I've walked down your line of thought many a time, and as Great Whaler said in the chat, it's always a mistake. Yeah, it's always a mistake. Just make them have it. Just make them have it. Don't let them have it. Make them have it.
That's true. I'm just thinking out loud.
No, I feel you. Hey, listen, I think it's important to do that because I think it's merit to thinking through it, right?
Oh, another Goyf. All right, I think this is wrapped up.
Yeah, now that's tricky.
You got to ponder no Goyf.
Galstan says yes, I see what is happening here.
All right, we need a Maelstrom Pulse. Still won't do it.
Yeah, anything.
Well, not Maelstrom Pulse will destroy all the Goyfs.
I love Maelstrom Pulse.
But also, every time he plays a spell, he's losing a life, basically.
Yeah, I think this one's in the books for Tom here.
Another stage. Yeah, GG friend. Why is he looking at it like that? You know what's on top. He pondered.
Both of these players are definitely ones who play to the end. No one's conceding here, right?
No one's conceding.
Yeah.
All right.
Chris just says, "Yeah, I'm gonna attack you with everything."
Bounce, boing, boing, boing. All right, straight to the end.
Yeah. There's another Delver. Wow. Okay.
Another foily Delver.
Wait, that wasn't lethal damage?
No,
through blocks?
He was on 5.
Oh wow.
Because he just blocked. He jumped 2. I sort of bounced up 2. But he needed a. What is he copying? Copying a Wasteland. Yep.
I guess Tom's thinking is I can target waste here and then maybe draw the Dark Depths. Yeah, actually, but that would still not get through attackers, right? Yeah.
It's like King Keith, just draw a card.
Oh wow.
Why not? What can you get here? Wouldn't you crack the stage? Wouldn't you want to use the stage to crack the? Oh wait, he did. Yeah,
he did. Yeah, no, he's just saying that's a nope. Yeah, Chris Williams up 1 game. These players go to sideboards now.
I guess there's no way around that. What's
not
he
really
gonna get to win? A crop rot would do it.
Yeah, I think he's just playing to see what that end state's like, I guess. Mm-hmm. And then I think prior to him cracking the Horizon land, he did have the plan of just top decking 2020. But even if he top decked it that turn, his opponent can just crack back with 2 creatures. And the 2020 can only... Oh, well, he has the Goyf. So no, yeah, 2020 would have been okay there, right?
No, because he has too many creatures. He goes.
His opponent has 3 creatures to his 2.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He also played an extra Delver.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah. So it wasn't. It was just good sportsmanship, I suppose.
I guess. Yeah. I guess to Tom's end as well. like the opponent could potentially not attack until
Sure.
2020.
Yeah, something like
he
that.
Could like top deck a Dark Depths, sack the Hex Mage, when it was still alive.
You know, I think something like that is the idea. Yeah, certainly. Well, all right. Chris Williams in the sideboard. I mean, depths package here. This is one of the more notoriously difficult matchups for the Delver deck, actually, in traditionally speaking. So that's one of the reasons that it's kind of interesting to see Tom lose game one. He had a lot of chances where he could have just, I think, made 20-20 there, and deck didn't line up for him that way, right? Chris, meanwhile, had a fair amount of interaction.
Yes, but say like Tom.
I also think if Tom was less eager to go all in on that Tarmogoyf, he would have maybe had more recourse during the game.
Yeah, I wonder if...
That said, Chris was always holding that Force Mitigation, so it's not like the Crop Rod ever actually would resolve, maybe, potentially, right? It would have to be have to be a whole different game at that point.
Yeah.
Alternate universe status.
Chris, you could tell, like, this is that advantage of having cantrips in blue.
Yeah.
Like, Chris dug his way. He dug his way out of that match so well because of the brainstorms and ponders.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Tom being a purely green black deck, he played 3 discards, 2 abrupt decays, and a bunch of goyfs.
Yep.
Right. And he's just like, I rely on what I draw.
Yep. Accurate. And that is honestly one of the things we were talking about earlier with the Humans deck on camera, which is the wrong half of your deck issue. Sometimes you keep a hand that's like okay, and it contains like maybe part of the half of your deck that you want to keep. But then the other half of your deck just doesn't show up. The top, like you go maybe 4 draw steps without seeing a relevant card, and all of a sudden that entire game is lost, right? Like there's not much you have control over if you've already deployed the cards in your hand, like as well as you can, and the top of your deck just isn't being kind to you.
Yeah, I was talking to Jim Huang about this, and he said like purely why he doesn't play Humans anymore is because you just rely on the top deck.
In Modern?
In Modern.
Yeah,
you can't do anything.
Yeah, absolutely. There's quite a few decks like that, I think, in Modern in the first place, but Humans is definitely one of them, for sure. It's like that in Legacy as well. But so is like Death and Taxes, so are any of the mono red decks. This deck Depths, for instance. You've only got a few different ways to set it up.
So. I mean, Crop Rock gives you a little bit of like access.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Most of the, that's why people sometimes are hooked to cantrips, like they hook to brainstorm.
Yeah.
Because they're just like, I can manipulate and change the options of my game at any point. Isn't Brainstorm restricted in Vintage?
It is, yes.
Yeah, because it's just too powerful.
It's just too powerful, yeah. It's a very nutty card. And it's pretty interesting playing with those types of cantrips because you get to see the difference. Oh, cool. No, oh yeah, take the sleeve back.
I got to board him out for 2 games and never cast him.
Oh. Yeah, we put you on round 1 in the hopes, but there was no luck there.
Tried.
That's okay.
I had to be omniscient and know that he was trying to exactly 3 life.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Go Chris Vessel returning though. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
I love this card, man.
This is a weird Magic card. I'm glad I bought the one when I did, because now it's too much money.
Yeah, it's a little bit pricey.
It's the same thing with Wrenn and 6, though. It started out just a little bit, and now it's like so much.
Yeah, this card is just like... I think the reason it's so strong, we're talking about Oko Thief of Crowns, is because of its starting loyalty and what it ticks up to.
Correct.
Like if this, because normally 3-mana walkers start on 3.
Yep.
And they have a +1, -1.
Yep.
Or maybe, it's just +2. It's just ridiculous.
And you think about this like in terms of like, so our previous bar for the most powerful 3-mana planeswalker ever was Liliana. And as you just described, that card comes down with 3 loyalty. It ticks up to 4. And it ticks down to 1.
Yes.
Whereas Oko, same amount of mana for the initial investment, comes in at 4 loyalty and only ticks up to either 5 or 6, depending on what you do with the card.
And here's the thing, right? It's in green.
Yeah.
Which means it's in a color that can be ramped.
Yep. So this is a turn 2 play for a lot of decks.
Not even just like...
Yeah.
Not even like for like, the Legacy or the Modern formats, right? Yeah. In Standard, it's getting played turn 2 with Goose.
It's getting played turn 2. Yeah, so that was the other thing. That's the big issue I saw with the card in Standard is they made they made Birds of Paradise with Oko. Like, as long as you have Oko out, your Goose is a Birds of Paradise.
Yeah, because you can't make it.
And so, yeah, it's just crazy. It's such a nutty, like, whatever you want to call it, like, combination. Not a card combo, but just a synergy. That's the word I'm looking for.
Synergy. So here's really
very powerful.
Sorry, I just noticed in the match, by the way. I know you guys are watching. Oh, thank you for the host, Mana.
Oh, right on. Mana Carta MTG. If you guys are watching on Mana Carta MTG, welcome to our little Monday Night Legacy stream. Thank you guys for hosting.
Why would you start with the depths?
It's a great question. Potentially just having multiple in hand, I think.
Or does he have?
Yeah, he has a backup.
Okay, I thought like normally it's what people want to do.
It's the first thing I can think of, right?
Urborg into Hexmage straight away.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think the first thing I can think of is you have 2 in hand and you want to just run a waste out of their hand, and maybe that's a kind of a bold play, I guess. But it's if you have it, I don't see the reason not to make this play.
Chris is not taking the bait.
Yeah, no, I know. Look at this.
Oh,
Look.
is he going to take the bait?
This is tricky
because he's like, if I don't play this Wasteland, then I can lose.
Absolutely. I think you have to. I think you have to play Wasteland Past, right? Oh. I don't even think you can fire it off.
Oh, he's not taking it. He's not buying it.
Okay.
He's not buying
it.
Okay. Does he have the
so
Urborg?
Now Tom could have.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
You should play it. Wait, hold up.
I think play Wasteland.
Tom can't win with the Wasteland in play.
Yeah. He can't win with a waste. Yep, here it is.
Oh,
but come on, Chris Williams definitely has a spell snare here. Come on, there's no way.
Snare or brainstorm, yeah.
There's no way.
Did you see how fast he fetched in response?
No, there's no way. I feel like
that was hilarious.
No, his speed is the reason that I think he has a spell snare.
That was so funny. He just snap. He's just
so certain.
I see an Urborg. Before you put the Hexmage on the table.
If it's a brainstorm, oh no, okay.
Daze.
It's a daze. Okay.
Guide. No.
Listen, there are multiple cards that got him out of the scenario we were talking about, and we were acting like it was going to be crazy.
I was just so excited.
Yeah. There's the Wasteland. Okay.
Boom. Greedy.
But look at how behind Chris is on tempo now.
Yeah.
His opponent's about to have 2 lands in play to his none. And as Whaler said, maybe you get blown out right now. We'll see. All right, so.
But thinking, like I said before, Rog Delver has cantrips they can get out of this.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Chris has a land in play and a brainstorm, so it's not like everything's dead. But here it is.
He's got it.
This is the 2020 right here.
Yeah. The lady is here.
Urborg accelerates, lets the Dark Depths tap itself for mana, and now Chris Williams goes,
Do you have a Stifle? He's going to brainstorm in response.
He does have a brainstorm, but he won't be able to play the Stifle off of it. He's got nothing to this.
He's like, make the lady.
Yeah, and now Chris just has to top deck some sort of bounce spell or something.
Vapor Snag.
Yeah, I don't even know if he has it, right? Oh,
Yeah, he needed the Wasteland.
He's got to have a snag or something here that he can. Oh, there it is. Oh, but his opponent doesn't control it. He can't cast Submerge.
He can't cast Submerge.
Tom doesn't have a
forest in play. Is that how it works, right?
I believe so. Yeah, I'm gonna bring up Submerge just for a second.
Submergeator.
Opponent has to have a forest in play. Yeah. So even Submerge is not online here, which is tricky.
He played forest himself. It's just like
if Tom just plays a forest before he attacks, that would be amazing.
I wonder if he's gonna play around the Submerge.
Come on. Yeah, get this out of here. There we go.
Are you gonna play around the Submerge?
He has to, yeah.
Just attack first, right? You don't play anything.
Don't play anything. Tom, what are you doing? Don't play anything. I mean, his head has to be on Vapor Snag here. So I think he's just going to waste first. Oh, good.
I would waste first. I mean, he's on 19. He's like,
Okay, good.
Would you have wasted first?
I think so, but I don't know if it's correct. That was my instinct. That's not my... I don't play this deck, so I would say that I would personally, but I could not say if that was actually correct play.
I mean, he could crop rotate into a... like a Caracas. Like, you know what I mean? In case Chris is holding up green.
Oh, so yeah.
So, you'd have to waste first. You don't want him to crop rotate just first, because then the Cracker's just going to come into play. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes, I think Chad has got a good point there. Wastelanding early had cost him the game. He should have played the Wasteland instead of the blue land. All right, we'll get into game 3.
Yeah, I'm glad we're getting to a third game here. Oh, what are you looking for here?
What's up, little thing? So what do you think these guys should be playing around?
Well, all right, so if I was Tom and I just won that game, and I was thinking that I was playing around certain cards, I would probably wastelanding early cost him the game. Always does. Yep, absolutely true. Whaler, that is advice I would 100% agree with through years of experience at this point. Yo. So yeah, I do think that Tom needs to think about Submerge if he didn't last game, especially after the way he just won, where it looked like Chris was holding up just about any. It looked like Chris was waiting for Tom to make Submerge a legal target, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or a castable card, rather.
I forgot people played Submerge.
Well, what happened was Delver became the best deck, and now it's both the Mirror Breaker and a really good card against the Depths deck.
Oh, it's a Mirror Breaker for the Rug Delver Mirror because you just bounce the threat that they're trying to kill you with.
I believe so. Yeah.
And Delver needs another turn to set up.
Yeah, the way I learned of this was that I talked to Greg Mitchell, or rather, I think listened to him talk to someone else, and he played against Jarvis Yu.
Yep, I saw that
at the GP.
Yep.
And he said Jarvis won because Jarvis had 2 Submerges in his sideboard to Greg's 1. And that card is really important in the matchup for the tempo, and I think in just the general dealing with threat for free reason, right?
So if your opponent has a forest and you have a
to say
island.
Nothing of like if your opponent fetches and then you submerge their creature, ooh, that's pretty hot, right?
So I haven't really cast one before. So if your opponent has a forest and you have an island, you cast it for free and you bounce a creature.
Yeah,
that's all it is, right?
Yeah. No, it puts it on top of their library.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't bounce it. Puts it on top of their library.
That's actually really important. Yeah. And then it's 4 mana, 5 mana.
5 mana.
Okay. So
why not run a bounce spell that isn't as narrow? I believe the answer to that in general is it's free.
Yeah.
And I believe the smaller answer to that is Depths used to not play Bioforce because of Submerge, probably start soon again. So that's an interesting point from Grey Whaler.
Yep.
I like that history.
They play the Canopy land.
Yeah,
right?
And Peace and Love. People. It's not that people don't play that answer. It's just that it's free. Like, I still play a Vapor Snag in my sideboard because I didn't have Submerges for a second. I just didn't own.
Are they expensive?
No, they're not expensive. I just have to get them from Card Kingdom because they're like an older card. I can't just like walk anywhere and find a Submerge for,
Maybe you should pick up some tonight.
I did.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I was playing Vapor Snag in its place. Repeal, as someone says, that's a pretty good one, actually. That's
Draw
hot.
card.
That's hot. Yeah, I love Repeal.
But it's not free.
It's not free. It's scalable, though. That's what's cool about it.
I've cast a lot of Repeal in my Mono Blue Tron deck.
Oh, yeah, so you know what you're doing.
You also can repeal...
Tron players know what they're doing with Repeal.
Definitely. You can also repeal Candelabras.
I don't know if that's appealing to me at all, but that's certainly something you can do.
Float a lot of mana, and then you bounce the candle with 2 mana, and then you replay it, and then float more mana.
Disgusting.
What do you mean? Make a lot of mana seems like the right thing. The good old no land Mox Diamond Duress against Rug Delver.
Oh yeah, Borrower is another cool bounce spell that I would like to see come out of these Delver decks. I would like to see Brazen Borrower get a shot. Card's pretty sweet.
So actually an interesting thing you can do in Standard is you can once upon a time for free get a creature that has an adventure and then cast adventure.
All at instant speed, yeah.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy.
Sweet.
But so what is the as we get into this game, what's going on in Standard right now? How many lands are people playing before they cast their Once Upon a Times as the first spell of the turn?
You normally, how I've been.
Do you do it right away? Like, are you always going to cast it right away? Or?
I don't play Standard, but I play it in Modern, and I don't. I just for me, I'm casting it like turn 2 because I don't normally play many turn 1 spells.
Right. So you play a land, go, and then you play, and then second turn you would cast it for free.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
I draw a card first, yeah.
Got it.
For free.
Yeah.
Yep. Like people who are playing it at end step, it's so dumb. Like you don't need to play it end step. Play your own turn. It's free.
Do it on opponent's upkeep to assert dominance.
Yep. All right, we've got Delver unflipped. We've got a Fugitive Wizard attacking in.
Yeah, and a Goyf.
And a Goyf.
Which is pretty good here for Chris's side. He really wants to put the clock on Tom. And then other than that, though, Tom's like lights open to make a 20-20 right here. And he has another diamond, so this might just happen.
He also didn't play a land.
Oh.
Oh, wait, he was on the... Yeah, he won, so he was on the draw. You're right.
Okay, we got it. Yeah, we got it. We just got it. And look at this. Chris has three blue mana spells.
No forest?
Yeah, no forest.
No forest depths?
No forest in play. Nothing. No hope for Chris to find really good answers unless he has something else here.
He also knows he needs a...
Oh, he's going to flip this in upkeep just to have a blocker too, right? But this isn't looking great at all.
And that was a really smart play, Tom, but just doing it on the spot.
Yeah.
You know, just sucking it because like he knows that, you know, there could be something. But yeah, obviously Tommy's just hoping Chris does not Vapor Snag.
Exactly. And it's not looking like it.
We can brainstorm again to try to go one card deeper.
Tom doing a good job of playing around, though.
I think he's going to try to shuffle, because I think I see a ponder there. So he's going to, like, ponder, you know, look at the top three, shuffle if he doesn't see it, Vapor Snag. Oh, he's brainstorming in response to Delver, so he can block. So he's got a turn. That makes sense. I didn't know what phase we're in, but yep. So he's got to draw for the ponder. Draw for the turn. He has a blocker. I'm not sure graveyard order matters too much here.
Yeah, thanks for calling that one out, y'all. But we'll get to it if it comes up.
It's also it's casual REL, so
yeah, regular REL tournament. Not that we don't appreciate the love and the attention to detail.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, yeah, trophy to kill the flyer.
Yeah, trophy. Just make him have a counterspell. Chris is like, well, yeah, that's it.
That's really well played by Tom there, just like going straight for it.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a problematic matchup for Delver, right? It's like we saw him win game one off of essentially Tom not having enough to keep up, right? But in game two, we saw Chris deploy the early Wasteland and then just died at the 2020. And in this one, Chris just didn't have he kept the early pressure, but he didn't have the opportunity to find any answers before Tom just, double Mox Diamond out of 2020. So
this is exactly why I play two Caracases in my 75.
Oh yeah, I mean it's the same reason. It's one of the reasons. Like Humans doesn't have a fantastic matchup against this deck, but it has a decent one because you just have a lot of different options for your answers. You have Caracases, you have Wastelands, even have like Reflector Mages and stuff. But I think that's one of the important things in the matchup is just having a spread of things that they have to play around. If they just play around Wasteland, they're going to beat you. If they have to play around Wasteland and something else, then maybe you're gonna get leverage in that match. Interesting. It's my experience basically.
Oh, foil runs. Interesting that you see here, Chris is like, I know there's a lot of rogue players, and you probably can speak this small, but they've been playing a one-off crop rotation in sideboard, right?
This has been a concession to the how bad this matchup is. I believe, and again, like I'm not an expert. I copied that from other people. I didn't come up with that crap, but I believe the concession is that you have a Karakas and a Crop Rot to try and make it so that you're not just depending on your Wastelands like we were just talking about.
Yep.
That's really the only, besides counter magic, that's the only thing Delver has going for it game one.
Yep.
So game two, you see the things like the Submerge, which Tom did a wonderful job playing around anyway.
Yep.
And the other answers, which Chris did not find his way to. So that's why Tom is in the winner's seat for that round too. And we'll bring it back to the booth with us.
Yeah, bring it back. Hey, folks.
Hey, folks. Welcome back to the booth. We still have 15 minutes left in the round.
Would you like me to put up the meta?
I mean, yeah. If you can put up the meta, go ahead and do that.
Yeah. Give me a sec. I'll do it now.
Take a first spin.
I need to wait. Well, it's the same screen over there, right?
Yeah.
So I need to remember how to do this. Give me a sec.
It should be under. The meta game is down there, so I think you just have to put a different. Yeah, so that's an older one, and we just got to edit.
Oh wait, sorry. So wait, we can put it on us, and then I'll just replace the file.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, if you remember where the file location is, that's fine.
Easy. Yep.
Anyways, welcome, Fox. Always a perennial in our chat. Good to see you this evening. We got 27 people in the room for Legacy tonight.
Oh, that's the shortcut. No. There's a shortcut here, though. I just put it in. I'm just trying to find the shortcut.
Huh.
Oh, because I'm in downloads. That's probably right. Oh, wait, hold on. Give me a sec. Okay, you keep the
yeah
entertained.
We need to see some Eldrazi. I don't know if we will tonight.
I love Eldrazi. It's so good.
I don't think we have too many. Although, have you seen the mono red Eldrazi list that people have been playing?
Mono, yes, that has Bloodsun.
Yeah, punishing fire and Bloodsun. And even the new giant now, Bonecrusher Giant.
Okay, I found the photo.
That deck's supposed to be pretty cool.
Okay, so we are putting it There, meta chart. There you go. Let me just grab file downloads.
Ah, meta chart 1. Oh, that maybe just got deleted.
Why did it get deleted?
That's strange.
Let me just go and open the folder.
Nice.
So today, this is 21st, yep. So we copy this guy back. Delete metachart.jpg. Oh, that's a JPEG. I'm a silly one. Okay, give me a second. Alright, alright, I'm gonna swap over.
We got it?
1 second, I'm just gonna go to the metagame. This is the old one, give me a sec. Local sources. Where's the folder? Okay, alright. I'll set this up later.
Alright, no worries. It's a small metagame anyway tonight, so...
Wait, I'm gonna do it. I'll just do it now. As PNG. 1, 2, 3. PNG.
Oh, wait, no, you got it. It didn't type. It didn't type.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. You gotta get back in there. You gotta click back in there somehow.
Oh, sorry, folks. Give me 1 second.
It should be in downloads, right?
No, I'm trying to find the folder.
Got it.
Okay. I'll deal with this later.
Yeah. Well, not a big deal.
Yep.
Anyways, we have just a couple matches still in progress, it looks like here.
Do you want to talk about Pioneer?
Yeah.
Is it called Pioneer?
It's called Pioneer, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good question to be asking. It is called Pioneer. It's the new format. It sounds suspiciously to me like what I imagine Modern sounded like when they announced it 8 years ago. Wow, it's 8 years, right? 2011, I think, was when Modern started.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Yeah.
And I only know that. That's like the year I learned to play, I think. No, that's like the year after I learned to play. I learned to play in 2010. So when I was getting in, it was right after, as you mentioned, like RTR had come out. And after that standard rotation, what I did at the time was I started buying into Modern cards. And as they said today, why they've made Pioneer is sort of a recognition that the experience that I had coming out of RTR is no longer the experience that many people have when they try to get into Modern. They go, oh, I want to, so all my standard cards just rotated out. I guess I better look into Modern. And unless they played from the exact same set, unless they just like got into the game with the last Ravnica set, they are looking down the barrel of fetch lands, shock lands, thought seizes, Tarmogoyfs, all these cards that are just tons and tons of money. And even when I was getting into Modern, it was like that was the case. Like I didn't just buy a Modern deck one day. I slowly bought pieces of a Modern deck over the course of like multiple months while I was playing like a different budget Modern deck. And I think they've just reached a point in time now where Modern is almost it is a magnitude of expense more than it was when it started, I guess. I guess I can't even speak to that directly because like I haven't bought Modern cards in a while. But it is a higher chunk of change than Standard to get into, and it's hard when you don't have any cards from Standard that are relevant. And I think what they really wanted to do here was make it another Eternal format where Standard cards are relevant again. And I guess that's like I don't know where we end up with that. Like I truly like. I guess I'll just say like I'm a little exhausted by it. It's not that I don't think Pioneer's fun. It's that like I don't want a whole nother format to brew for.
And that's the thing. Like
I don't have the brain power, you guys. Like I don't. I'd like to do things that aren't Magic sometimes. I swear to God. So like all power to you if you're just Pioneer plus Modern plus Legacy plus Standard all the time. But like really where I'm ending up is like I really enjoy this format, Legacy, that we support here every Monday.
Yep.
And I'm a little worried about just where we're going to fit in that in this post-Pioneer world. Because someone mentioned that it's basically like they're shifting Standard Modern Legacy to Standard Pioneer Modern.
Yeah, they are. If you saw the new Channel 5 War events.
Yes, exactly, and exactly that. Yeah.
And one thing I sort of noticed as well is like, all right, I'll be honest, I've moved into Legacy as of lately, and I'm focusing a lot on Legacy.
Yeah,
I'll dabble into Modern here and there, and I watch Standard from as an observer.
Sure,
it's interesting to watch other people play the push format.
I like staying engaged with those formats via like pro players as well.
Just as a spectator, right?
Yeah.
But right now we have Brawl. We have Frontier, we have Standard, we have Pioneer, we have Modern, we have Legacy, we have Vintage, we have Draft. We have
it's
Sealed.
a lot.
You know, we have.
To say nothing of the biggest, weirdest thing to me is how this conflicts with sort of the direction Arena's going with as well. You know, like. Again, it's not a huge deal for me personally as a player, but if I was newer to Magic and I was on Arena and I had just had all of my standard cards rotate out, and then I had heard about this thing called Historic, I'd be very confused by today's announcement. I wouldn't know what it meant for me as an Arena player, right?
Yeah. They need alignment on like.
And so, like, I just think it's like, like what. I get who a Pioneer is appealing to, and I just don't know if it's like enough people. Like, I don't know. I truly don't. We'll see.
And the thing with Wizards is that they can't control the finance market.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Of Modern.
Yeah, right? No, definitely not. Yeah.
Like when I started Modern, probably the same as you. When we started Modern, Mono Green Tron was $300.
Yeah, it wasn't nearly as much as it is now.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
These days it's like 900 or like 600, and like all the cards have gone up because, you know, as time passes, supply and demand, and people put up good results, all the cards go up in price.
Also, reprints too. Like there was periods of times where like Tarmogoyf's back to being expensive, I guess, but it like dropped for a long time. Thoughtseize dropped for a long time.
150, 120.
Dark Confidant dropped for a long time.
Yep.
A lot of these previously like prohibitively expensive cards dropped down, and I don't know if we're going to see that happen again at any point, right? Like what Magic cards are going to crash all of a sudden? If anything, Pioneer is making it so that all these standard cards are just going to maintain these heavy prices. So like you can't even look forward to the idea of like a card rotating out of standard so that you can pick it up for your modern deck so that it costs less. Like, nope, it's just going to get played in Pioneer now. Like, I don't know. Maybe like I'm sure that I'm overhyping it on one end, you know, before to the people that would say that like this is always going to happen in formats, right?
Yep.
But again, like my whole thing with Magic lately has just been like I feel too crowded out. Like after War of the Spark and Modern Horizons, I like didn't want spoilers. I was actively.
Oh yeah, I remember that period. There was like too many spoilers.
I was frustrated by how frequent spoilers were, and I was also like concerned by like just how much I had to keep an eye out for whatever new, you know, stuff was coming up.
Yeah, I think they had a little bit of a spoiler overload, and for people like me that I host a blog, like a sort of community group where I post spoilers and like updates and stuff, and I was like, I think I'm getting content fatigue because I was just I'm like, oh no, not another 10 cards.
Chad is even making our point. Like Deadfish is saying that like they'll have very little incentive to do more of these reprint type sets with Pioneer, and Fox is saying also like we even forgot some of the sets that have come out because there's been so many. So absolutely just where the game's at these days, y'all. I don't even know what else to say. Like it just is what it is. There's a ton of releases, there's a ton of product. Magic's getting a ton of support. It's just in a lot of interesting areas that again, there's lots of different types of people that play this game. So if I definitely don't envy whoever's in charge, you know, at Wizards. Like I don't think that's an easy job one bit. I don't quite know what I would do. But I also like I'm pretty adamant about like I'm not the core. I'm just the legacy guy at this point in my style. At this point in my playerhood, like I'm just going to be over in that WotC parking lot with my traffic cone signs.
Yep.
Trying to get them to pay attention to my favorite format.
Do you feel like in like 10 years' time, maybe 20 years' time, Legacy is going to become Vintage?
I think less time than that.
You know, let me
5 years.
Let me just.
No, yeah, I'll let you finish. Sorry, let you finish. Yeah.
So like Legacy is going to become Vintage prices, and like everyone's going to be like, you can only play Legacy if you have tons of money. Vintage is going to be like an idea. It won't even play it except like from you know, old school players, right? And then Modern's going to become the Legacy, where it's like a deck costs $1 or $2 grand, maybe $3 grand.
Yeah.
Because the cards are going to get older and older.
Yeah.
And then Pioneer is going to become Modern, where everyone's playing Pioneer because they're playing since RTR onwards.
Sort of. I think the big thing Modern has going for it to prevent that is no reserve list. So we're still talking about Legacy is a format most restricted by the reserve list, right?
Yep.
Every expensive card that's really prohibitive is very likely a reserve list card or a card from one of the early sets of Magic that can't get reprinted. So when you don't have that, I don't think Modern's. I think Modern's certainly going to get more expensive, but I don't know if it'll see legacy prices.
Of course. Yeah, there's reserve list is what keeps it expensive. But one thing I've noticed is that I joined Magic when they had the 20th anniversary, right?
Yeah,
Which is close to like
same
the,
here.
the,
Around
the
the same
RTR
time.
and stuff. Yep. And I feel like ever since RTR and maybe Innistrad, the one of the most successful standards of all time,
Yeah.
right? They thought, okay, we need to double down on the most popular time that we were making the most money, right? When they were like at highest peak, right?
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
I feel like there was times in Standard where people were like, I'm really happy with Standard.
Yeah.
You know, and that happened during Innistrad, and then there was certain peaks up in here and there. You know, Dominaria came out, people were excited about the power level changing. I feel like they're just like trying to recapitalize on all the times people played their cards from RTR onwards, and they're trying to recapture all those audiences again.
Yeah, I think you're definitely right, and I think like a big thing about that is that like they don't. Wait, where was I going to go with this? Sorry, I got super distracted there. The I lost it, but I was going to say there's a period of time where like every Magic set, it was like Innistrad was the best-selling set. And then RTR was the best-selling set. And then Theros was the best-selling set. And then Khans was the best-selling set. And I don't know at what point that tapered off. Like someone probably in chat probably knows, but I do know that when I was getting into the game, it was a huge boom. Like it was like it is now.
They blew up.
Yeah, it blew up.
And also
like,
Hearthstone wasn't the big.
Hearthstone wasn't even around. Yeah, it was like it barely even started.
As a card game perspective, they're just like, guys and girls, we are making the game, and it's getting really big, and we're surging in our profits. You know, we're surging in our success of the game.
Yeah.
Very happy. Let's keep capitalizing on that. I think Dominaria was when play design, like 2 sets before that, Dominaria was like, hey, play design, we need you to make Standard more exciting, because people are saying the power creep and the power level of the cards aren't exciting for Eternal formats. And then Dominaria came around.
Standard's had a weird life.
They also tried to please a lot of people by printing fetches to help offset some of the prices so people could play Modern, because Modern was getting really popular.
And that blew Standard up.
Blew up Standard.
Yeah.
Everyone playing 4-color Jace and 4-color Rally.
Yep.
And then they're like, okay, we can't print Modern cards. Because like the first time they experimented with Modern cards in Standard was Thoughtseize.
Right, yeah. That was because Thoughtseize used to be so much money before they reprinted it. It was very expensive. Yeah.
But then they said Thoughtseize, they realized they just added it, and they're like, wow, it ended up being too powerful for
it definitely it made the Pack Rat deck the best deck, right? Mono Black Devotion. And then even after that, it was around for what was Theros Khans? Was that the one after that? Oh no, it was
a Theros, and then
RTR Theros, and then Theros Khans.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Khans and
I barely played those standard sets. I played them like a little bit, but barely.
I did not play Khans.
Much.
Khans was amazing for drafting.
Yeah.
It was amazing, but I did not play the standard.
Yeah, that was the last time I played standard. Was when Khans was new and before Dragons had come out.
Yep. Khans had Siege Rhino.
Yeah.
And then people played 34 Rhinos.
And I mean, that was again, those are some cards that were like. Is Siege Rhino modern power level still? I don't know.
No, it's not now.
We can't call it now. Yeah. At the time, it was.
I mean, it was just an Abzan mid-range deck.
Right. Or Pod. That's because that was the card that pushed Pod over the top. Because people stopped even caring about running a combo. Because Pod could just grind forever. Because all it would do is just
get Rhino.
It's just gross. Sack
it again.
Like you stopped having to run an infinite combo in your Pod deck because you had a Trampler that gained you that like lightning helix to your opponent.
And also you pay 2 life to activate Pod, and then you get the life back from Rhino, and you lightning helix for 3.
So it was real gross at the end of that. And that's, I think, one of the reasons they ended up banning Birthing Pod was like Siege Rhino was in the format now, and they were just like, well, why wouldn't you do this? Like, clearly I wish you could play Birthing. See, if you could play Birthing Pod and Pioneer, I would be in there. I'd be so in there.
They do.
No.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, it's a creature.
It's one set before.
It's a 3/4 creature.
Boo,
for 4 mana.
No.
Vannifar, right?
I love Vannifar, but no. I think I would play Rally if I were to try to play a real deck. I don't know.
Oh, we can keep that conversation to the next round.
Yeah,
I'd love to talk about some decks.
I have no idea what the Pioneer decks are. Chat, what are your Pioneer decks?
Leave in the comments your favorite Pioneer decks that you think you potentially would play if you had unlimited money to go back to a format that isn't Legacy. But I would 100%. I don't play blue decks, but just Sphinx's Rev, Supreme Verdict. Oh.
Deadfish, you're onto something. Yeah, you're not wrong.
I
think probably Bant Rev, Bant Oko Rev.deck seems gross. Also GVP, yeah, Jason's Prodigy.
Marvel is there.
You're right, Marvel's there. Yeah, energy, all energy. Maybe people should just play Temur Energy.
Treasure Cruise,
is that good?
Through Time.
I don't know.
Yeah, Temur Energy. I'm 100% just gonna sleeve up my Aetherworks deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play that, and maybe add in what else can we add in that's powerful, that's big enough in that Marvel is good to hit? Apart from Ulamog and Emrakul.
I mean, there's Dig Through Time, yo. See, the question is, well, how effective will Treasure Cruise and Dig Through Time be in a format without fetch lands? Because even when they were good in Standard, they were in a format with fetch lands.
All right,
so I'm very curious to see how that works.
We have Josh again winning, Michael Tessier 2-0.
Ooh.
Eric and Greg.
Table 2 might be good, yeah.
I think Table 2.
Yeah, Table 2.
What's Eric Larson playing?
I don't know.
He's on Painter. So it's Painter versus Emery and Senesi.
Sweet, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Emery Senesi.
Yeah, let's do it.
Emery Senesi is so sweet. I want to play Emery on turn 1, and then turn 2, play Lotus Petal, and just go off.
A table dose, please, Henry. I don't know if you heard me or not. Henry. Table 2, if you don't mind. What?
We don't want that.
Yeah, we do. We definitely want that.
We want Painter and Emery. Do you want me? I can try to. Okay. Okay. So what happened with the metagame, by the way, guys? I'm sorry about this. Is that I saved the image as a PNG, and it should be a JPEG.
Oh, interesting.
And I'm a little doofus, so I'm just gonna quickly save it as a JPEG.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, we got you.
Do we want to go over to the metagame? I mean, to the
match. Yeah, let me get the info dialed in here.
Get the match up. Yeah, get the info.
We'll get it right in there. Greg Mitchell and Eric Larson. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Eric and
cha. All right, we'll get everything typed in here, folks. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Eric Larson. That is the name of a comic book creator as well.
It is. Yeah. Right.
Created the Savage Dragon. Andrew Spider-Man for a long time. Not the same guy as the person playing Magic tonight, just in case you guys at home were wondering.
Yeah, he's just like writing comics and drawing comics, and at the same time he's slinging
showing
Magic.
Up here to play Legacy. Nah. All right. These are two very common players, though. Oh wait, did we get this mixed up again? We did. We got to switch these names. I'm 0 for 3 on names tonight.
That is true.
Greg is on the right. Eric is on the left. Greg is playing Emery Ascendancy. We're gonna get this locked in for you guys. And then Eric is playing Painter. He said, "Is it R-Dub Painter? Do we even know?" Just say mono red.
It's mono red. I think.
Mono red. Okay, yeah. There's a couple mono builds that have come in around. That battle. Oh yeah, Battle of the Sphere Art. Yeah, which sphere is greater? I do love that Crucible of Worlds playmat. That's Greg Mitchell's kind of signature playmat that he always has.
I love it. Yeah,
it's sweet art up close. Looks like a metal album cover for sure. I don't even know how that. How is this art flavorful to what the card Crucible of Worlds does? I'm not seeing it really. It looks awesome.
Well,
don't get me wrong.
Two worlds colliding, right?
So that just means you get to play a land from your graveyard every turn.
Well, I think it's the two worlds colliding. Therefore, you get
to play the lands from the graveyard. I kind of get it.
No, because two lands, two worlds crash together, so new land appears. You know, it's emerging from
Oh, I didn't know that, Deadfish. Crucible was apparently one of the you make the cards.
Yes, it was. Yeah,
I did not know that. Okay, cool. Good stuff. Good history lesson for me, the Magic player who only learned to play not that long ago.
I did a trivia once where it was, what cards were made by players, and that was actually one of my.
Nice! One of your answers. Yeah. I mean, we did get Waste not that long ago. I guess it's pretty long ago at this point.
That was a really crazy community thing.
That was fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I found that really funny.
I love that card too.
Yeah.
Just a super silly one.
Mm-hmm.
They made a commander card that references Waste Not, I believe. Nice. So we might actually have our meta chart up now, it looks like.
Yeah. Meta chart is ready and working now.
Sweet. More like Waste, yes. What's up, QC? Thank you for joining us tonight, bud.
All right, showing us a little bit here.
More like Waste.
The two.
Waste Upon a Time. Once upon a. Oh, what do we got? So we got Turn 1 Emery for surezies here.
Yeah. You play the Mox.
You play the Mox, then you play the
Mishra's Bobble.
yeah, then you play the Bobble,
And
then you play the Petal,
Island.
and then you just tap. You don't even have to. He doesn't even have to use his land
needs
drop
an
to
island.
cast Emery.
Oh, with the Mox.
The Mox, it's going to be turned on.
You're right.
3/0 mana artifacts turn 1.
And he's playing a non-counterspell deck.
Yeah.
And he also can.
Now he is playing against a combo deck, right? So he
Sure.
might just get raced, but
Okay, here's a really
this
important...
is going to be cool.
Okay, sorry. This won't be relevant. But yeah, now you know what a painter player did to me once, which is really frustrating. He kept welding my mana rocks with the Walking Ballista in my graveyard.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
every artifact
That's pretty hot.
But yeah, I don't think it matters here.
No, I don't think that will come up here. But I do think. What is Greg Mitchell? Is he responding to this, or is he just?
I think he's just getting an island. What? He's just getting an island.
I didn't even. Yeah.
Because he turned 1 Goblin. Water.
All right. So Opal
Mox.
resolves.
Yep.
Paddle resolves.
And here's the thing, right?
Oh my goodness.
Greg Mitchell can actually get a Phyrexian arena every turn.
He's also going to be able to cast Urza next turn if he hits 1 land drop. Or no, he just has the land. He's going to be able to cast Urza next turn. I don't know if he'll have like a ton
He has
after
a
that.
tomb.
But,
Yeah, he
oh
has a
my
tomb.
goodness. What did he hit on that Emery?
He hit like an Urza, an Emery, Jeskai Ascendancy.
Okay, so nothing even that good,
No.
but like at
He
least
needs a payoff spot.
Yeah, he needs a payoff.
But he has a force, which is good. He
Mhm.
can't stop the combo.
Mm-hmm.
But like he can keep drawing cards, by the way. Oh
All
yeah.
right, there's a grindstone. So that's
1 more land.
yeah.
If he plays a Petal, then you're in trouble.
Welder is going to start eating mana rocks for each Emery attempted recursion. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, very interesting. Wow, this is a weird one to get on camera. I like that we did this.
And that's the thing. Greg has to be careful. I'm sure Greg is aware of this, but he needs
Sure.
to be careful because like he can start welding the stuff. He's gonna start drawing cards.
Target artifact, yeah. Player
Yep.
controls. Goblin Welder's such a nuts card.
Alright, so he's upkeep, draw an extra card, and then he can just keep do this. He's gonna see if he's gonna respond. He's gonna be like, sure, like, all right, I think I would have done something there, but that's fine.
Yeah, interesting. So that's where Eric has a chance to respond, but now we're going to see him respond to this. Oh, maybe just attempt to hard P-blast this Urza.
Yeah, I think Greg really wants to get this Urza out, just so he can start tapping everything for blue.
Yeah,
And going
so
bonkers.
Greg does have another... Does he have another blue card for the Force in his hand right now? Or
Actually, I don't know.
Oh, he does. He has double Force and an extra Urza. So Greg's actually
pretty good.
He's sitting pretty here. Yeah, he's going to just force this.
Oh, he's got another Urza and a Force, but yeah, he probably could force
Oh,
this.
yeah, so now he's like, maybe I just let this happen and use...
Yeah, because he's
save
worried
my
about the
Force
combo,
symbols.
right?
Sure, yeah.
He needs to counter the Painter.
Sure.
I think you just let this happen.
Yeah, that's a good point.
No, he's all right.
He's going for it, yeah. It does give him 2 more mana with the Urza. I don't know if he can do anything with that.
He also makes a construct.
Yeah. So it makes 3 more mana, right? He can tap the construct for mana as well.
Yep.
Sheesh. Urza's a broken magic card.
Yeah, the fact that like it's him, not the artifacts that's making the mana, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you know if you use the Urza ability and tap a snow, it... If you... It's something else, but I was just saying like...
I think it's if you tap an Astrolabe to make blue with Urza, it's snow mana.
I think
Is that
so.
right?
I think so. Potentially, yeah.
Super weird.
Alright, he's peeking with the... He's gonna also get extra cards with the bauble.
Yeah.
Alright, he's
Aha!
This is rotating, yep. He's gonna kill the thing and bring that back, this is what someone was doing to me.
Sure.
Just do it again, draw an extra card. Why
Greg
not?
is fine. Yeah, I think it's a weird one to bring. Oh, it's the only one he can bring back. So yeah, Greg is going to get a draw an extra card here.
I'm glad that Eric knew that. It's like a Painter player should know.
Yep.
He's gonna get the recruiter. And they play white for the tutors, right?
Yeah, so he's actually on the red white painter, and he plays white for the tutor, and I think just having main deck Aethersworn Canonist.
Of course,
which is always
artifacts, right?
Yeah. Main deck hate piece for the painter deck there. Okay.
Recruiter, go grab the painter.
Yeah, this is an attempt to recruiter, and I guess trigger on the stack. He would. Oh yeah, he has to think about it here. Trigger on the stack. He would go ahead and sack his LED, right? So that he can get the mana to cast it.
You're right. Cool point.
So that's what we're gonna do
I didn't
here.
even say that. That's an interesting line.
Yeah. So he has a win, but he doesn't have a win through force of will.
He does not have a win through.
Oh, he has a win. He has a different win. Says. Oh yeah, he could just activate the thing here. No, he needs Painter in play.
No, he needs Painter in play.
Oh, Fox, what are we missing? He should not be doing that except in response to an Emery activation. Well, we missed that earlier, but yeah.
Okay, so he's going to try to cast a Painter with 1 mana floating.
With 1 mana floating.
And then Greg is going to think about this.
Yeah, LED, Slough Hand, activate Grindstone, Welded, Painter. Yeah. Dang, you right. Fox, you're so smart. I even watched him do a similar line on Thursday, and I forgot about that kind of thing.
He doesn't have mana to activate, but you're right.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. That is a good one.
Yeah, okay, I can see that, yeah. Because the paint, okay, that makes sense. Yep, he could have done that, yep.
Yeah, and then it doesn't involve any stack interaction that Greg has.
Yep. So talk about that line that the chat just spoke about.
Okay, so what Fox was saying was that back when Greg cracked the LED before searching, what he could have done was let the Imperial Recruiter resolve, get the Painter in his hand, then crack the LED, discard the Painter to his yard, he has 3 red mana, right?
Mm-hmm.
Use 1. Oh no, he still has the 3 no matter what. He doesn't need mana to activate Welder.
The Grindstone.
So then he just taps Welder.
Yep.
He activates Grindstone, taps Welder.
And then brings the Painter back.
Sacks the Grindstone with the Grindstone activation on the stack, and then brings back the Painter. Yes.
That's true. Yep.
It's a little tricky,
because
obviously.
The main thing is that you don't need the Grindstone anymore once it's been activated.
Correct.
Yep.
Yes.
So that you bring in the Painter to finish off the win con.
So yeah, you literally swap one for the other, and they complement each other in that way on as far as how the stack resolution goes.
Okay, so he's going to activate Urza to try to shuffle the deck and try to get something lucky. What do you think he wants here? Probably Ascendancy or something?
I mean, Ascendancy would just start to win him the game on the spot, would it not? No, he needs one other thing. Oh, not the best.
Another Urza.
I mean, it gives you another construct, right? Is that even bad?
But I think at this moment, he needs to win because he's going to lose next turn.
Yeah, you're right. He does need to find a win. So to that end, he is getting another mana out of this Urza.
But I think Greg just loses. Oh wait, he can tap the Mox. Yeah, he can. If he has Ascendancy in his hand, he can try to do something. But he needs Ascendancy plus another card.
Right? Well, so... Oh, he just has...
I think he does have Ascendancy.
Does he?
Wait, would you tap... Are you sure?
So, but he doesn't have Ascendancy mana.
No, alright.
Okay. Just 2 baubles.
Oh, he's going to activate again. Yep. So he's going to play the 2 baubles. I mean, yeah, 2 play, and then tap for 5, then activate it. And just see it. Because I think he knows he's going to lose next turn.
Yeah, he must.
So he needs to top the deck.
It's just a bauble, which is not going to do much. A Mox Opal, yeah. So he's play that, sack the other Opal, and that's it. He's dead next turn, yeah. Okay, Eric Larson up 1 with the red-white Painter.
It's really tough, right? The whole Painter deck is based around searching just for that 1 win con.
Yeah, and it's pretty tricky.
Sometimes can go turn 1 Painter, turn 2 Grindstone.
Yeah.
Activate.
Yeah. With the LEDs.
LEDs will just double tomb.
Yep. It's so good. Yeah, it's a really fast one. It's a pretty, excuse me. It's a combo that got a lot of pieces recently. There could honestly be a blue-red version of this deck that we're seeing on the left here that runs the Emery that we're seeing on the right. Emery slots very well into this Painter category of a deck, in addition to being its own kind of thing over here with all the 0 mana baubles and cantrips and stuff.
Yep, doesn't get affected by Wastelands.
Yeah, it doesn't get affected, and it also I think blue-red Painter with Emery is definitely an avenue that is worth exploring. I'm not an expert in how that deck works, but they just complement each other. Larson, on the other hand, is going for the red-white. This lets him have things like the tutors, like you mentioned, and light and tutor for artifacts, and also main deck, what's it called? Aethysworn Canoness, right? So the other things that you're getting are really just all from the red cards, like Goblin Engineer is the newest one. And that works really well with Goblin Welder. So
what a coincidence! Both of the combo pieces are 3 or less.
Yeah. Astrolabe plus Transmute plus Welder is all you need. Yeah, that's a good point too. You get Transmute Artifact out of blue, so Astrolabe, Transmute, and Welder seems pretty sweet. It's actually pretty nutty. Great. So yeah, I do think this strategy is pretty pushed right now, and even though some people are playing it, like I'm surprised we're not seeing more Painter in the Legacy these days. But
how do you feel like it's how does it get shut down?
I guess it probably just gets shut down by a lot of the trying to think.
I think they also play Blood Moon as well, don't they? In Painter.
Yeah, and I mean they're also just a deck where like your combo pieces die to everything. I think is one of the big problems.
Yeah. You don't have counter. I mean, you have Red Blast, which
right.
is
You have your
nice.
Red Blast, but like, you know,
yeah, can't.
Lightning Bolt's a huge card right now, and Lightning Bolt just stone kills.
Yep.
Oh, also, yeah, it sounds like Karn would be really good against them.
I think I've turned 2 Karn before, and the opponent's just like, I have a bunch of 1/3s.
Yeah,
just one
yeah,
ones.
nothing works, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty brutal. Nice. Lone Painter player, day 2 Syracuse. Shout outs to you, man.
Yeah, Chalice on 1, turn 2
Yeah,
Karn.
if you Chalice on 1
Let's
turns off
go.
Blast, that's brutal. Yeah,
Red
they don't
Blast
really
this.
have anything else, yeah. Yeah, Painter's a weird one. But a very powerful combo as far as just killing you dead.
Well, it's an artifact combo deck, and you know there are 2 words that go really close to me:
Yeah, it's
combo
true.
and artifact.
It's true.
I really love like helming people. Oh.
All right, Eric up a game, but we want to see Greg do some crazy ascendancy stuff. So we're kind of hoping we get a game 3 here.
Yeah, there's a lot of complicated lines in a 7C, and I love it. I love it.
It's pretty cool to watch. I love every time there's like a new broken modern deck. Greg Mitchell usually shows up with a legacy port and just still does really well, like on any given week.
I really want to play Splinter Twin in Legacy. I just feel like, just a bunch of brainstorm ponders twin is just.
You should play. You should play Sneak and Show, but just replace the good cards with Splinter Twin cards.
Yeah, there's no bad cards, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I can show and tell in like Exarch.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Or I show and tell Omniscience, and then play Fey of Wishes, go grab the Splinter Twin, and then win that way because it's a better style opponent.
Fey of Wishes is a pretty weird one too. I don't want to have to think about that card, but
I think it's secretly a good card.
I know. That's why I don't want to have to think about it. I'm really bummed if that card actually starts seeing eternal play.
I think it's secretly a good card.
Ay ay ay.
It's also like a 1/4 for some reason, right?
Yeah, it's super annoying from an aggro perspective.
Mm-hmm.
That's like I was playing aggro decks on Arena for a little bit as soon as the new stuff came out, and that's what happened. Is I ran into a bunch of 0-3s and 1/4s and a 3/5 called Golos, and I was like, oh man. But then I guess aggro won the Pro Tour, so maybe I was wrong.
Yeah, go aggro. And also he wasn't even. He was Xavier wasn't even like XO the whole day. He actually 4-3.
Sure, yeah.
The day 1.
Yeah.
But because he was in the winners bracket, he
just got to day 2. I heard a lot of things about how the structure of the new Mythic Championship was, how like a lot of 4-3, like the breakers were rough basically.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But good old diversity in the top 8, which is great. I'm glad that it wasn't all just Oko.
Oko and Golos.
Or Golos.
Yeah, or Golos, yeah.
Golos is actually kind of an interesting card for me because the Cloud Post community have been playing it for a long time. Just because the colorless prime time seems pretty good.
Like in the prime time, in the post list, sort of. Yeah. That's cool.
Because 5 mana is something that you can get to really fast.
Sure.
And you just play it. Why not?
All right, Chalice on 1 coming down for Greg Mitchell. So this is a fun thing that he gets to do in his deck, right? It's not like his deck.
Zeros.
Yeah, he's got all 0s, 2s, 3s.
Yep.
He doesn't even need 1-drops.
Sai? Oh no, Emery.
So yeah, just a regular Emery, full cost Emery here.
1 mana floating.
Whoa! And does find 1 artifact to get back, which will come into play next turn probably.
3 lands.
That's 3 lands. But those are good to get off the top of the library here. Another Chalice for Greg.
Do you Chalice for 2?
I wonder if
Greg's... Play land Chalice for 2?
Do you think Greg's running Paradox Claw come in this deck as well?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Do you have enough?
So tap Emery,
Maybe.
Get back this Bauble. Tap 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. Cast this Urza. Oh, jeez. This is like Imra Urza Stompy, basically. Just P-blast it. Just get it. Don't even,
No, just ignore it. He's just a Chalice trigger.
Wait, what happened? Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's just testing you. He's like Chalice trigger.
Yeah, he's just Chalice trigger. Yeah, it's fine.
Man. Always do the Chalice check.
Yikes.
Always do the Chalice check.
So turn 3 Urza for Greg here. Not a great
start, yeah.
I mean, this is just nuts.
The good old spell pierce, Anger of the Gods, killing 4 of my creatures, and then just not tap it, and then and then think it resolves. I remember that was in SCG game. It's quite funny.
Greg's gonna do this. Oh, I guess it does let him. What is that for?
He's reminding himself.
Okay, yeah, it must
To
just be a
draw
little
card and
bobble.
upkeep. Yep. I think he's reminding himself to draw a card.
Well, maybe he's taking that back. Maybe he's undoing his crack.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, he's just gonna activate and just activate Urza here. Seems cool. Give myself a little Mind's Desire ×1.
That's fine. Yep. Seems good.
Storm equals. Oh, all right.
You can play it.
Yeah, you can play it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Can you do it again?
No, he's 1, 2, 3, 4. He's 1 mana short.
Yeah, you're right. Has he got a 0 drop?
Yeah, I mean he could run out this Chalice on 0 and do it again if he wanted to.
Attack with a big boy.
Yeah, I would just attack.
3/3.
I would just attack with a 3/3. Yeah.
I wonder if Greg plays like Seed of the Synoid, like the blue artifact land.
Artifact land. That'd be interesting, right?
All right, he's thinking about it.
Oh, now he's not. Now he's not going to attack. What's he going to do?
He's like, do I mill to try to activate the Emery
okay.
again?
Yeah.
Yep. So basically, it's a 1 mana mill 4.
So he's gonna and he's gonna sacrifice the one that's not summoning
Of
sick.
course.
Yeah.
Wow, 2 petals.
Or the one, yeah. The one that is summoning sick, rather. Okay, wow. So that was pretty heads up.
So there's a combo in Emery Ascendancy. Is if you can get Jeskai Ascendancy in play
Sure.
and a petal and Emery on summoning sick, then he can basically
Extra Chalice on 1 over here.
make unlimited mana.
And then just attack for 1.
Of course.
All right. Super Insurance against any 1-drops out of Eric Larson's
As an
deck.
engineer.
He does have that tutor in play, so that's a little tough.
Yeah, 1 mana floating is gonna cost the engineer. Maybe fetch something.
1/4 aggro.
Pretty
Too
much.
real.
You know, it's a funny trick that people used to do in Death Shadow, because the whole deck is mostly 1s. They
Sure.
would play that artifact that proliferates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was how they would get around the Chalice.
Yep. Spyglass is interesting because like he actually he can just like weld that in.
Sure.
But he needs an artifact to swap it.
Sure.
I guess also one way Red White Painter can get rid of the chalices is start if he did. Oh, okay, he can't now because he can't resolve the welder, but he could weld the chalices away. But it's gonna kind of hard with chalice on 1.
Yeah.
Oh, he's tapping the chalices for mana. That's so gas.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. Yeah, there's a better card than the other one than the Proliferate artifact now, but it did used to exist.
Engineered for 0. I mean, why not? Extra mana, right? Throne of Gap, that's it. Yeah, this guy knows artifacts. Alright, he's what's that card? Oh, that's the Glass Casket from Standard, right? Exile a creature 3 or less. CMC 3 or less. Glass Casket, that's so funny.
Yeah, this is a lot. I don't know how I feel about all of this. Oh yeah, the Glass Casket.
Yeah, you can tap it for blue.
Yeah.
Wow. It's so funny, the Glass Casket.
Also a removal spell that Greg can run through his chalices. He's not running any 1 mana spells.
He's gonna smack himself in the face for 4 damage, and just like activate more Urzas. Greg, you have way too many permanents in the battlefield. Oh!
There it is. There it
there's
is.
the Jeskai Ascendancy.
There's the Jeskai
Get it.
Ascendancy. So now
Get
he
it.
really just has to cast any artifact and he wins the game, right?
Pretty much. He can make unlimited mana with Emery,
Yeah.
and also he can make unlimited activations with Urza. Is he attacking?
Oh, he's just attacking here, yeah.
I guess you attack first and then untap later and then do it afterwards.
Maybe he doesn't have a way to untap right now, though. He really doesn't. Yeah, he finally hit the Ascendancy.
Oh,
He
he's
doesn't have an
land.
artifact. He doesn't have anything to trigger it yet.
But even that, I don't think he can win.
Next turn he does. Yeah, next
Yeah.
turn he does. So that's just going to be a game 3 for.
But he could have
win.
win. Like, you know, Painter can't play Grindstone and Painter with
Sure.
two chalices in play.
Sure. But they know it might be a grindy game 3. We'll see. Do have 30 minutes left in the round still, so it's not like these players need to rush things too hard.
All right, so we're 1-on-1. At least we have some interesting plays, but it seems like Greg was relying a lot on just like spinning the wheel. Kind of
Yeah, definitely. He found it in the end, but
that's just like luck.
It does feel like if Eric's deck is putting on pressure, Greg needs to find a way to deal with it.
I think trying to resolve a Jeskai Ascendancy, which is so vital to the combo, it's sort of hard in Lexi.
Absolutely.
He's thinking of taking him out. Look at that, he's putting him to the front.
The hardest thing I can think about for Greg's deck is actually producing one white, one blue, one red.
Yeah, that's true. And like, I think another cool thing in Greg's deck is actually plays Saheeli.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's a one-off, but Saheeli, just because like every spell you cast is free tokens, free mana. So you cast stuff for 0 and you make 1 blue mana if you have Urza in play.
Yep. Yeah.
Is he packing up? No, he's just.
No, he's just packing his thing up.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we still have a game 3. This player's not going nowhere.
I think one card I used to play with Ascendancy is Sylvan Caryatid. And just like tap it forever and untap things. I loved it. And you get the loot, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing, and Chad is talking about like Khan shutting down the deck and stuff. The thing about Khan against Ascendancy is he might also just cast a bunch of artifacts and have an 8/8
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
construct. Like it's really like construct is a big deal, man.
Yeah, it's annoying. And it's annoying also that like, well, yeah, no, it's annoying that you can't play a Stony Silence effect and have it be guaranteed to like actually win you the game against this artifact deck. Like that's crazy.
I've actually won a lot of games in Cloud Post where I have my one-off Khan Sign of Urza, and then I just start making a bunch of tokens with my mana rocks all tap and stuck.
Yeah.
Just like, just cast make a bunch of tokens.
Make a bunch of big boys.
Yep.
Big mana boys. Big artifact boys.
Yeah, not mana, just artifacts.
Yeah, just artifacts. Yeah.
Big little dumb creatures. Big goofy creatures.
All right, artifact combo versus artifact combo. Round 3.
I realize that. Yeah, you're right. I mean,
two very different flavors. Look at Greg's hand. I think that's 3 chalices and 0 lands. Is that right? No, 1 land. That's 3 chalices and 1 land and an EE. That's a rough one, but yeah, I think he has to ditch that. Yeah.
I mean, he loves chalices, but not that much.
No, certainly not. If that was like a soul land, though, if his 1 land was a soul land, that might have been a keeper. I don't know. It's hard. Oh, what? Oh, you're just looking at this? Yeah. Tap Moxen through Urza and keep cat. Oh my god! Wait. Does Urza?
Moxen through Urza.
Does Urza's ability get her around Stony Silence somehow?
It does. Yeah, because you're tapping.
That makes me so mad.
You tap Urza and the artifact makes mana, but you're tapping the ability of a creature.
That makes me so mad.
Yeah.
Big shout out to XJ Cloud hosting us. Thank you. Huge D&T streamer.
Oh, fantastic. Thanks.
Really cool guy out of St. Louis area.
All right, we're turn 1 Grindstone. This is exactly how Red White Painter wants to do it.
Welcome, 18 viewers of XJ Cloud's channel. We're super happy to have you join us for our 3rd round of Legacy.
Oh, they're having a rerun on the Mythic Championships.
Oh.
Yeah. But we have Legacy here, peoples.
Yes, paper Legacy that we bring you every Monday-ish.
108
and by
viewers.
every Monday, I mean most Mondays. And there are Mondays where we don't bring it to you, and that's fine.
Yep.
It's called holidays, it's called company employee parties, all sorts of things. But like, I want to say a good solid, it's called 45 out of 52 Mondays a year. We're here, baby.
Darkspire Dragon says, tap your Trinsphere and see your opponent notices. I've actually activated Trinsphere and attacked as a creature, and then my opponent didn't realize it kept having 3 mana. And I just told him, I'm like,
yeah. Depends, right? Eventually.
This is really smart.
Anyways, we've been missing some stuff. Yeah.
Eric tried to cast the Imperial Recruiter.
Yeah, it got forced.
Forced.
But he did get a cast a Grindstone earlier.
Sai.
Okay, so we actually haven't seen that yet. But yeah, this is just another. I feel like between Imri, Urza, and Sai, we're looking at what the core of this deck actually is, right?
You go crazy. And especially sometimes Greg can also just cast Saheeli out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And every time he casts an artifact, you basically start making 2 tokens, and it just synergizes so well with Urza. Okay.
So bridge. Yeah, Eric's
Doesn't care. It's Sai.
Nah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, and he's still got 2 cards in hand anyway. So it's like, yeah, Sai doesn't care about no rod either. Good point.
He don't care.
I don't like these artifact strategies, yo. I'm not a fan.
Yes, this is the best strategy.
No, I don't like Sai. I don't like Urza.
Sai is a 1/4.
I don't like Clark Clan Ironworks. I don't like Emery.
Blue
I don't
creatures.
like Baubles.
Yep.
None of it. Not a fan. Nope. No, sir.
Yes, Sai is definitely a 1/4. You need to give the blue utility spell. Oh wow! You need to give the blue utility creatures protection from lightning bolt.
Yeah, you absolutely need any artifact utility creature to be a 1/4 or an 0/4. What is Emery? Is Emery an 0/4? What is that?
Emery's a 1/2.
Is it 1/2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. At least that's killable.
Yeah, but she also comes out turn 1.
Yeah.
Not turn 3.
Shush.
Urza's 1/4. Why not?
Yeah, why not? I'm not even a Chalice hater, Romario. I'm a this type of artifact stuff hater.
Do you play 4-color low?
It's true. I play the worst Chalice deck in the format because I love Chalice of the Void so much. I didn't say it was a bad deck. I said it was the worst Chalice deck. Everyone note, I like the deck. But if your goal is to play turn 1 Chalice of the Void, you should probably choose a different deck. That's all I'm saying.
Oh man, I love Chalice. It's so good. It's like, hey, I need my skill is to remember if this triggers.
I mean, sort of. Yeah. You don't have to worry about that if you only play a Mitko. Then you never have to remember your Chalice triggers. Right?
It's true.
Merfolk is a worse Chalice deck. Deadfish, you have got me on that one. I didn't even think of Merfolk in my my
Analysis?
assessment, which says all you need to say right there.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
Motherfucker
yeah,
is
yeah.
the worst Chalice deck.
It is.
I do see it like randomly. Like my friend Kevin Lang, he was playing Modern.
Sure.
And he's such a good the Force Wars. He played green blue Merfolk in Modern. He top 8'd. So
Well,
good for him.
Beats are always going to get there somewhere or another
He's just
on any given day.
I don't know what the green's for. Maybe the Lord. But
Yeah,
like,
I think it's just the other Lord.
I don't know if there's Cyborg spice in
You
there.
you probably play like 16 Lords now. I bet that's where they're at.
I mean-
With Plague Engineer in the battlefield and stuff, you probably just want all the Lords.
Vi don't care. Vile don't care.
Yeah.
All right. So he could potentially use. Oh wait, no, he cannot use the blast.
DNT is worse. I mean, it doesn't count if it's not in the main, right, Slim?
He needs to. Yeah, sack that. He cast an ape.
Yeah, we got 8 beats happening.
We got blockers.
Doesn't seem good.
Against these flying Topters.
Yeah, I guess he's still stuck with 1 card in hand too. So really, he's not even it's not even helping a ton.
Greg is on plan B. He's just attacking with Topters.
Yeah, this is a fine plan B.
Yep. I love how Greg, got the good old disenchant. Yeah, gotta play around the Chalice, right? Phase 2 life. He's gonna see if he Chalice. Greg always remembers. I love how these guys just every game. He's just trying to check him.
It's very both these players are on the same level right now. I don't think either of them minds the one's doing the other thing. You got to do what you got to do in these types of matches.
Play a engineer for 0 for no reason, so you can get a Thopter and just start swinging in.
He even played it for 1. He played it for 1. Yeah.
With colorless?
Yeah. No, Sunburst is 1.
No, but how? He's got a Chalice.
So you cast it for 0.
Oh yeah, of course.
Right? You pay an extra for Sunburst. I don't know how you do it.
No,
in this specific instance, I don't know what you do.
You have to cast it for 2 mana, but with 1 color.
Did he do that though?
But I don't know. If he took 2, he did. But if he did not, then the Chalice should not resolve. Let me just double check.
Yeah, just go up and check. I'm sure they've got it. Like Greg's really heads up, and I think both players probably talked through what happened there. Oh, okay. So they are.
I don't think he took.
Yeah. So it looks like Greg is going to call a judge on this. Good catch. I would guess that what happens here is they just turn Sunburst to 0, because that was the legally possible play that
he
could
could have cast the Ancient Tomb.
Oh, okay.
He could have taken 2 and then use a colorless and a blue.
I thought that tomb was tapped when he did that, though. I thought he didn't have the option to cast the Ancient Tomb.
No.
Okay.
He hasn't casted anything.
Okay. Well.
Because all he spells is 0s.
Okay.
He needs to tap 2, so he needs to take 2.
Yeah. I mean, if he can do that, he can do that. It's fine.
Yep.
Or they're just gonna do that.
Counter
Yeah,
it. Just counter it.
Yeah, just counter it. All right. We'll
Yep.
just declare EE for 2, tap 1 blue. But then, you just use colorless for the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, it's all good.
All right, whatever.
We just
got them to
countered it.
resolve. Yeah, it's fine.
I think he's gonna die to Thopters anyway.
To put the counter on the stack, essentially, move to the graveyard.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, just counter it. Yeah. It got countered. That's all.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think it affected the board state anyway.
Yeah, they both chose to just put the counter back on the stack, said Henry.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Okay. Not too much to name with the spyglass here. I suppose
Name Urza.
Urza, yeah.
I mean, why not?
Urza, yeah.
But he needs another island.
I mean, he can activate as soon as he slams Urza, so that makes sense.
He can activate and okay, he's got a pedal, so he has blue now. But now he's just on the Thopter plan.
Yeah, now it doesn't even matter. Now it doesn't even.
miserable.
He's not even really trying to activate Urza at this point. He's just going to attack for lethal, I think.
Yes, he could paint a top deck. You're right.
Yeah, it's true. Painter top deck. I think that's what he's playing to here. Eric's just using his life to leverage this game. Oh wow, and Greg doesn't even attack. Oh wait, no, I forgot about. Sorry, I'm all over the place, you guys. I'm all over the place. Yeah, we forgot about bridge.
Yes.
So now we are a little bit deadlocked until Eric can maybe try to find a win.
I guess as well. I mean, Greg doesn't care about his life. So at the moment, if Greg does cast the Urza,
I don't
know
believe
they can't
Urza's
activate it.
ability is a mana ability. It's inactivated.
It's activated.
It doesn't produce mana though.
No, it doesn't. No. So yeah, he's stuck on the spyglass. That's why he's not casting the Urza.
Got it.
Yep. But interesting. Yeah. I mean, I would have just casted it anyway because you can just make the mana anyway if he needs extra.
Oh,
mana.
you can disenchant bridge. That's right.
And
Forgot
also
about disenchant.
Disenchant.
Sheesh.
Oh yeah, that as well.
So
My
wait,
bad,
yeah,
my
he
bad.
just has. I think he's just waiting until he has 9 power in play.
Yep. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
because Eric's at 9 and not 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, you also
5,
could start.
6, 7.
He could draw a card by stacking some artifacts as well.
Yeah.
Like the baubles and stuff. I mean, the bauble also just draws him a card, so probably no point.
I think Greg's just waiting until he has lethal to throw the disenchant.
Yep. Because he knows that Eric's going to keep emptying his hand every turn.
Right, and he also wants to hold it in case Eric draws combo win, right?
Yep. That's true. That's a good point.
So if you disenchant the bridge and then attack for like 7, and then Eric untaps and wins the game, that doesn't do anything, right?
That's true. And also, if he casts a painter, then his response just blows up the card,
Exactly. So it's heads up on Greg to keep the disenchant up until he goes specifically for the kill. And that's part of what he's trying to do here, I think.
Wait, how's he casting this? Who?
He's got 2 tombs. And he just drew a fetch land.
Isn't he going to hold up the white for disenchant?
No. Well, he has pedal if he needs to.
Oh, yeah, right. He's got the pedal, yeah.
But no.
Double fetch. Oh, mate, you're just killing yourself.
He's going to kill himself no matter what, right?
That's true, yeah. I think he's just in the library, right?
Yeah, he's dead. He's just dead unless he draws a way to play Painter, I believe. And even then, he has to cast Painter and activate.
I'm glad
he can't fade a turn.
That's true. I love how
he's just dead in the air.
So many tokens. Oh wait, is that Card Kingdom's tokens or is that Greg's? Maybe he brought his own tokens.
I think Greg brought his own, I would imagine.
And a construct for like a million.
Greg probably came well prepared tonight.
So Greg Mitchell's is he's 2-0. So this is
this is a whatever 6-point table. Yeah, top table.
Hey.
So really good top decks is what Eric Larson needs right now.
He's playing a combo deck with counterspells, which seems pretty good. What's he doing? What's he got?
Welder? Oh, that's too bad.
He tries to cast.
I mean, he's got to do it to keep the. But now Greg has, I think.
Yep, got to empty the hand.
Blow this up lethal. Yep. That'll do it.
Standard cards, get there.
Yeah, Greg Mitchell going to be 3-0 with Emery Ascendancy tonight. A lot of different ways for this deck to win. Doesn't have to make infinite mana, turns out.
Did you say metagame?
Did we say metagame?
Let's see if it works. It did work. Oh, great.
Hey, this is the October 21st metagame for our little tournament here tonight. As always, other is a super popular category.
I'll paste it here.
Yeah, we got the others in the chat right now for you all.
Oh, I just pasted all of them.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yep. But yeah, we have lots of delvers. We got Rug Delver, Blue Red Delver, and he found out one of the Blue Red Delvers was actually Rug Delver. So it's 3 Rug Delvers, 5 Delvers, 2
quite
Carpos.
A few Delvers, yeah.
We saw Ant earlier today. We have Ren, which is basically Delver. No, they're control decks actually.
No lands tonight, I don't think.
No lands.
Didn't see any of our lands players in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Traditional lands players in the room, anyway.
I really want to see Bant Food.
Yeah.
Where is he? Where's Bant Food? Bant Food is... What's his record?
Jeskai Mentor, we might have one in the room tonight. I'm not certain. I think Mike Tessier was on that deck. We do have one Burn. Burn's pretty consistent locally. There's always at least a couple, maybe one or
Travis.
two.
Is Travis on Bant Food? It is Travis, right?
I believe so.
Where's Travis? Travis.
But I'm not
are you winning?
100%.
Travis is one.
Also,
Travis is 1-on-1.
Okay, Travis is 1-on-1. Looking at looks like we just got a couple games in progress going on still here.
Any test players in the field? No, we just got 2 Ant players, unfortunately. I
Yeah.
mean, sometimes the meta scouts also could unintentionally, misguide Ant as tests. But I think we just have 2 tests. We have 2 Ant and 1 Bizarro Storm / Magus.
Oh, Magus Storm. Yeah.
One of the Ant players are playing
Bizarro
tests.
Stormy. Was that? Are you on the Bizarro Stormy?
No, I'm the guy above.
Yeah. Well, we had you on round 1.
No, not him.
No, there's only one. I'm the only one playing it. There's
Yeah.
a player
And a test player.
Oh,
It's
okay.
And Zach plays Bizarro Storm
Gotcha.
/ Magus. Yeah,
Gotcha.
He loves that format, that deck.
Once Upon a Belcher. I would like to see it. Yeah. Do you think Belcher wants Once Upon a Time?
I haven't seen Belcher Yonks, eh?
But Belcher also got that instant jump 4-7 spell, which is pretty sweet for Belcher, isn't it?
Oh, the Iron Folk.
Yeah. Is that good for Belcher? I don't know.
I don't know. It's such a glass cannon. That's why.
Right.
So,
But isn't that already what you're doing with Belcher? Right.
pretty much.
Yeah.
If
So
Force Will did not exist or no one's playing Force Will,
so all in.
You just all in on Belcher.
Yeah. Oh, you could wish for it? That's tight.
Wait, I played against an LED that attacked me for 3 turns. How does an LED attack you?
It gets turned into something, and then it also has... Oh, because Oko.
Oh,
It was an elk.
it's an elk.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Forgot about that. Oh wow, that's hilarious. I just want to see more Okos tonight.
Yeah, we lent the Oko out, and it did not have success.
Of course, Milan always here with the rug.
Yeah, we do
he's a
have-
beautiful altered rug deck. I love that deck.
We do have an Enchantress player that isn't Jeremy, so that's pretty cool. Someone else on the deck.
I hope, why? Let's see how the post players are going. Ian, where's Ian? Ian's 1-on-1. Where's the other post player? Colin Brady.
Okay.
Colin Brady, where are you?
It's an elk.
Colin is also 1-on-1. He's also enjoying. I just wish post players would win more. Come on, post players. Could do it for Lee. I should jam post. I can't play next week. I'm in Phoenix.
I don't know what I'm doing next week. Yeah. Oh, I'll play next week. Actually, we have 2 casters.
Yeah, we do. They have the lineup already. Yeah. We got Justin Harlow.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Justin will be casting. That's cool.
Let's talk about some.
Oh yeah, I did this while you were off earlier. We
Alright,
can bring it up
awesome.
again. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. So, what did you talk about before?
Oh, I just brought up mostly the Chalice. Very nice. The Chalice tournament that's coming up. Big thing for Mox every year. I think this is the 2nd year they're doing it. Maybe the 3rd. I don't remember.
Yeah, Matthew Anderson won it the first year.
Exactly. Yeah. So
Look at it.
he is the reigning champ, and he's in the 16 group, the 16 invites of the Chalice Invitational Tournament. You can also get an invite to that next year if you win the 3K. Is that still the condition? Because that's how he got it, right? So there's a 3K open. That's going to be on the 26th of October, same day as Rags to Riches. So if you guys play Pauper, show up here in Ballard. If you guys play Modern, go over to Bellevue. You got plenty of options.
You mean your Astrolabe-less Pauper decks?
Oh yeah, I mean, if you guys want to see how good Ephemerate still is without Astrolabe, it's probably still really good.
Oh yeah, because that is a deck.
Yeah, Ephemerate's pretty real. I like that card.
I mean, I'd just play Blue-Red Delver. Isn't like the Snow Delver deck just really good? Like before Astrolabe was printed, it's just Blue-Red Delver with like Scred and Bolts.
I think they still ban parts of it, but overall, yeah, it's probably really good.
You just have Gush as well.
Yeah.
Gush.
Well, yeah, not anymore. No more Gush.
No, but Chalice, it's like a charity tournament, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it is. That is a charity tournament.
Yeah,
the 1K Open is for charity, and the Invitational is also. The invitees are raising money for charity.
That's awesome. Yeah, I saw. I saw what's her name? What's that little elf girl? girl that plays elves, and she's like 9.
Oh yeah, Dana Fisher is going to be there.
Yeah, she was raising money. She said if she raises over like 10 grand or something, or like maybe 3 grand, she was like, gonna make her dad do the floss.
Oh,
That's kind of cool.
okay, very
Matthew
interesting.
Anderson was raising a bit of money as well. I did see here like $400-500. I think right now the professor's killing it.
I would imagine, yeah.
It's like 8 grand or 10 grand.
Well, there's quite a few people in that lot that have far bigger reach than other people in that lot, right? So,
but the reason
I would temper the expectations accordingly. Does not surprise me that the person with the most eyeballs on them is raising the most money. You know what I mean?
But he had a really good gimmick with his donation.
Oh, he's shaving his hair, right?
Yeah, he made a video. He's like,
good on him.
Don't donate to me. Donate to other people because if I win, I'm going to shave my head.
That's pretty funny.
It's part of his identity.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. That's good. I mean, he's a local. Always happy to see him around at the events.
Definitely,
stuff like that.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's actually in Seattle.
I thought so. I thought so.
Yeah, I think he is. I do see him around. I see him around a lot.
Yeah.
So
he's been to enough local things that I think he can't fly out for all of them. He's probably pretty not far away.
I think he is in Washington because he always visits Watsy a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah.
So that's cool. Chalice2019.causvox VOX.com is the website for that one.
Thought so, yeah.
Oh, okay, he's in Portland. Well, then that makes sense. Not far at all.
Pretty much close enough.
Yeah, I consider that local. In all honesty, so
I love Portland. Portland has such good.
There's a Mox coming up there too.
Wait, is it open yet?
No, not yet. 2020.
Yeah, I'm excited about Portland Mox. You know,
there'll be a Mox boarding
more
house
Mox events.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Hopefully they throw some events down there. It'd be cool to get a little bit of a chain going between here and there for legacy tournaments. Hopefully that turns out. We got 5 minutes left in the round before we have one more round for everybody. 9-12. Legacy tournaments are running a little bit faster these days. We've got to say it's been a little lighter in the fall. I'm not complaining. It's not bad.
It just means you win more credit faster.
Yeah, right? Win some credit. But we have been over the halfway hump in our broadcast tonight. So thank you guys for joining us. And thanks for chilling, talking about Magic, talking about all the new stuff that's going on lately.
What do you think about the bannings?
I'm fine, totally. I think maybe it's really hard for me to speak to standard bannings. Like, I'm truly not a fan of the idea that they should always ban something in standard. But that said,
that wasn't the point. They hate banning things in
No,
standard.
I know, right?
But they
trust me.
They realize, yeah.
But when I started playing Magic, it was absurd that they would ban something in standard to me. Like, it was like a whole that's how I found out about Stoneforge Mystic. It was like, oh, this card, it just got banned in standard, and I barely knew what I was doing. I was playing Kitchen Table, but it had this sort of mystique to it, right? I knew that was a really powerful Magic card, and nowadays it seems like the flood dam is broke, so to speak. Where they had what was it? It was just Kaladesh, right? They really just busted things up, and they had to ban Smuggler's Copter, and they had to ban
that was
Reflector Mage, and freaking all these other weird cards.
I don't think Reflector Mage deserved that.
Exactly, yeah. And so after that point in time, I think it became more acceptable for people to even think about banning standard cards. And once that mind space is considered opened, it's hard to go back. You know, it's literally they can't just. They can't turn back time.
Exactly.
So at this point, I don't think it would have been healthy to keep the card Field of the Dead in standard, certainly. But I also think that you would have think they could have seen that coming. You would have think that they would have a better job at preventing this kind of thing from happening in standard. And yet, in the time since they've put in these types of measures to supposedly prevent this, it's only happened more. Am I wrong about that?
Because the power level's getting
the power level's just huge.
But I think it coincides with Arena and more focus on showcasing standard and looking at the statistics. You know what I mean?
Mario does have a good point of certain old cards did have to get banned in standard back in the day and stuff. To say nothing of Memory Jar and all that, but that's way before my time. So I should admit that I'm not I'm talking about standard for the past 10 years, you guys. That's it, really.
I think as well, with the most now that they're doubling down on Arena and getting more exposure to and putting so much production value and money and prize pool into standard.
Yeah,
it's a really bad look for them if 7 of the 8 decks are all the same.
Yep.
right?
Absolutely,
Because they said we invested they probably invested probably I'm saying probably $300,000-$400,000 in
Sure.
the play design team
Sure,
to come
sure.
around and go, hey, we need you to make standard stronger, or not stronger, but better and more interesting, and get all the players excited about playing it, and everyone's not playing mono blue, mono black.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if you do that and then you don't ban cards and everything's just a lot of pressure on them trying to make Arena amazing, but then the top 7 decks are all the same.
Yeah.
Then that's the problem. And Chad is right. Nowadays, it's easy for a card to dominate standard.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just look at Oko. No one even really thought too hard about it in spoilers. I mean, certainly some people did, but it wasn't busted out of the gate as a spoiled card. It was busted as soon as people started playing with it, and that's definitely a little different to me.
Okay, and I'm going to just say a statement here, and I don't agree with it, but I'm going to say it. Right? Ready?
Yeah.
Do you feel like Pioneer is a cash grab?
Oh, I don't. I mean, all of Magic is a cash grab, right? I don't no. I guess no. I think certainly that they want to make money, but I don't think that I think they're more concerned with legitimately giving newer players an Eternal format that feels affordable than they are with I just don't see how the announcement of Pioneer changes any of the knobs that already make WotC a ton of money, right? They already have all these ways that are just tons of income for them. I don't really see how this is any different from anything else. Is Arena a cash grab? Was Modern Horizons a cash grab?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I don't know. Totally just depends, right?
Arena is something that was a long thing coming.
Brawl was probably a cash grab because no one actually plays that format and they stopped supporting it. Pioneer does seem like what Andy's saying, where Modern's now 10 years old. It's just not the Modern it used to be. We talked about that earlier in the broadcast at the very beginning.
Yep.
It's literally a concession to time. Time. It's been 10 years. We need a new...
People don't play Time Warp anymore.
But no, for real. I think that's the biggest motivation is that they don't want to have to reprint Thoughtseize to lower the price, so they're going to make a different format.
Wait, it's been 10 years since Modern's been out?
Pretty much. So Modern was launched in 2011, I believe.
When Modern launched, what set was standard?
Would have been the what's it called? Zendikar, I believe.
Zendikar?
Or right before.
Just before Zendikar?
Or yeah.
2003?
That's not right. That's when Modern starts. That's not when they created the Modern format.
No, I'm trying to figure out when they what's. Okay, well, Turn Zero just started. Fantastic. I'm just thinking because when I joined in RTR,
yeah.
Modern was already a format. But
yes,
it wasn't popular.
It was very new. Yeah, it was very popular. New. It wasn't popular. People were still buying into it, and a lot of the people that played it were spiky PTQ grinders who didn't play Legacy, and who were coming off of playing tons and tons of Standard, right?
I think.
Oh, and obviously Extended, which I never touched.
I think that's right. Modern is 7 years ago because it's recently we had the 25-year anniversary.
Yeah,
and also it was.
So the first Modern PT was in 11. I think it was late 2011.
Yep.
And so it's 7 to 8 years, not a big difference, right? But almost 10 is the point we're making, basically.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. Cool, makes sense. And I'm just trying to map it out here because I know that I've only been playing Magic as long as RTR.
Yeah, and same here. So Modern, as far as
5 or 6 years,
I didn't even realize Extended existed when I got into Magic because I knew what Modern was. But then someone sat me aside and said, "Modern is the new Extended," and I went, "What's that mean?" And they explained everything. You know what I mean? Yeah.
The same feeling.
Learned about my history.
Yep.
Yeah. It sounds like Extended was cool. I do remember. I mean, it was spoken of very fondly. I think when Modern started, it was much closer to that type of a format in the first place.
Yep.
It has obviously turned into its own thing.
Okay, Jake. You have access to every card in Pioneer.
Kacha.
Okay, cool. Oh, okay, 2011. Gotcha.
Yeah.
You have access to. Someone has gone, Jake. I have every single card in Pioneer.
Yeah.
Every single card. All right. And they're like, you can build any deck you want.
Yes.
Foiled out. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Right. What deck do you build to take to the SCG regions or the Card Kingdom?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I was trying to think about it today. I would probably try to build something in the realm of the rally deck from
You
back
like
in
Rally?
City. I really liked playing that deck. I don't know if it would actually have legs in what the Pioneer format would be, but that was a deck that was doing exceptionally well in the format when Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruise were both legal, I think, right? Yeah, because Rally was in the same set, Rally Ancestors.
Yep.
And it just had that fun, grindy game plan that could also combo kill out of nowhere if you just drew, like, a Rally in the middle of a flooded board or something. You sack your whole board, rally it back, sack. I think Siege Rhino is going to get turned into an elk. I think a lot of cards are going to get turned into elks.
A 3/3.
Yeah.
Wait, it loses ability or it doesn't?
No, it'll be an elk that Lightning Helix your opponent.
No, it comes in, but then if he gets elked, does it lose trample?
Yes.
So it's just a 3/3.
Correct.
Rhino.
Yes.
Elk.
Yes.
Wait, is it still a rhino?
I don't remember that part.
I think it just becomes an elk.
I think it's just an elk. It doesn't even have a creature type rhino anymore.
Oh,
people are saying that so all of the there should be a good artifact deck because there's Hangerback Walker and Walking Ballista and the snake. Yeah, and the snake. And
yes, the Winding Constrictor.
Yes, yeah. So there should be something there. Pelt
Hardened
Collector.
Scales.
Yeah, Hardened Scales, Pelt Collector. A lot of messed up stuff.
Wait. Is there anything that can sack artifacts, but not Arcbound?
Yeah, okay. Racelam's saying there was a collected. See, I feel like I sold my collected companies.
Oh no, I still have them.
I did not like playing that card in Modern.
I love Coco.
Oh, didn't like it. Didn't like it one bit. So now I might have to eat some crow and buy them back, but I don't think I'm going to play a lot of Pioneer. I'm going to be honest.
Just borrow mine and go and win some tournaments, and then you can go buy your own.
Sounds perfect. I'll do that any day.
I haven't touched my company deck for ages.
Aha!
All right.
We have the last round in, folks. Thank you guys for sticking around. Let's see what we got.
Milan and Josh are 3-0. Greg is of course 3-0 and versus Chester versus the I think he was playing Ant. Eric and Tom are doing well.
We could get Saxon and Brady. You've been wanting to get Colin on camera if they want to play.
That's true.
That would be Matt Saxon should be playing.
He's on post. Yes. Matthew and Colin.
Yeah. What's Saxon on?
He on Painter normally. Let's see what
he is still today, I believe.
Rug. He's on Rug.
Rug. Okay.
Rug versus Post.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh man, that's really bad for Post because they just get wastelanded to death. Let's do it.
You want to get? You want to see if Table 4 wants to get on camera for us?
Guys, we're gonna have Green Post, which is actually no. Green Post is better against Rug because of crop rotation. They can copper around wasteland. Yeah, we got Green Post. I wonder if Colin is playing the Aiden Riley Green Post deck that's been winning a lot of Moto.
Oh.
Shout out to Aiden in the Lady of Annihilation 12 Post group.
Interesting.
Facebook.
Very cool. Very cool.
No.
Where are you? Oh, we already had Chris on camera, so we're getting Matt and Colin. Sorry, dog.
Sorry, man. Matthew Saxon versus Colin Brady on Green Post versus Rug Delver.
Mac Green trying to steal some camera time there.
What's Mac on?
I don't know.
He's on Storm.
He's usually on Storm.
But he normally he plays Tess.
No, he plays.
Sorry, he plays.
Does he play Tess?
Tin Fins. He normally plays Tin
Fins.
Fins.
Yeah, he plays Tin Fins. And like Reanimator and other stuff like that.
Names. There's so many names. Legacy, like I wish I had a degree in just like casting Legacy forever because I could probably remember all this stuff. But instead, I just be a job.
Tin Fins is great.
I just do my regular 9-to-5 job.
Shout out C-Lab. All right, we're gonna get these players dialed in, presuming they want to play. I'm pretty sure they do. They're both 2-1.
Yep. Matthew Saxon swapping back over a Rug. I know that he was on Painter for a long while.
Yeah, he's been playing Painter. He played Infect for a long time. Then he was playing Painter. Now he's messing around with Rug. He has a pool of decks, right? Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He plays the slippery goosey dude.
I do believe he's an older fan of the Goose.
And he loves Stifle.
So yeah, we'll see if he's actually on that. Colin Brady dialed in here on G Post. Matt Saxon dialed in here on Rug. Get both of these back down to 0. Hit save and bring it down to the booth.
All right,
to the
back
match.
to the booth.
Oh, I'm over 4 tonight, you guys, on swapping these players. Matt Saxon on the right, Colin Brady on the left. We got it figured out. We'll get these deck names swapped right now as well.
What is that playmat? Yeah, that looks like a platypus.
It says Grand Prix Columbus 2013. That's an old Grand Prix, Matt.
That's an evil-looking.
You know it's old because it's got professional event services on it.
Of course.
Gosh. They had the worst I've never even been to one of their GPs, but they had a bad reputation for running GPs. Anyways.
What are your thoughts? I think Chad is firing up at Deathrite Shaman. What do you think about Deathrite in Pioneer?
Doesn't seem very good to me. What do you think about Deathrite and RTR Standard?
Yeah, right, yeah.
I mean, seriously, though.
Okay, yeah.
I wish.
But we have Fable Passage. What are you talking about?
Oh, Deadfish. I'm not. Yeah. You know, I'm just reporting what I've heard. I hope they were good to you, my guy, or girl, or person.
Grimflayer. Oh, yes.
All right.
That's so good.
Wrestling, I like this attitude. That's a can-do attitude.
Turn 1 Deathrite, turn 2 Grimflayer. Let's go. I'm so glad I have Grimflayers. That's a perfect
Word. Yeah, Steve, that is the can-do attitude I'm looking for.
I love it.
Curse Scroll Magus is still better than any other black 1-drop. Meh.
Just turn 1 Deathrite. Oh, no, Astrolabe's in Modern Horizons. Damn, darn it. I guess we can play Evolving Wilds. No, there's got to be like fetch lands. What other fetch lands are in Pioneer?
There's the newest one, the bad one that searches for basics.
Yeah.
Did we just mention that?
Fable Passage. Right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But that's
yeah.
like 4 upgrades.
Blighted Finn. Okay.
Why is he casting it
Ash
now?
Barrens.
Unless okay, so he 100%. Colin is playing the
Oh no,
item
that's not a
rated.
fetch land. Oh, but you can cycle it. Ash Barrens, you can cycle it. Okay.
Ash Barrens is not in Pioneer.
No.
No, that's the commander card.
Oh shoot. See, this is why I'm getting confused.
Whoa.
Oh, is this Once Upon a Time? We got Once Upon a Time?
Do I see Simic Growth Chamber? Am I tripping? Am I tripping people? Stop
You
flicking
might.
your cards. Stop flicking
You
your
might
cards.
see Simic Growth Chamber.
Okay, I think he's playing the Aiden, but no, I see Simic. There is a Simic Growth Chamber. I'm sorry. Maybe he's playing Amulets. I have to see his list. Right, if he's playing Simic Growth Chamber, it means that he's playing Show and Tell.
Okay.
I know this.
Doesn't the post version? Oh, because blue and green. I see. Yeah.
I know this archetype way too much.
Ooh, one snake coming
And he's
down
playing
from Matthew
Explore.
Saxon here.
And you can bounce.
I need to pick up.
Cloud Post.
Oh, God, I need to pick up some cards. Okay.
I think he's playing Amulet with Post.
Okay.
No, Vesuva copied the Trop. Oh wait, he had a fetch, right? Yeah, so he can bring it in as nothing. Did you know you can play Vesuva and not bring it in untapped? And the reason you do that sometimes is because of Urborg.
Wait. Oh, you can play Vesuga untapped if an Urborg's in play?
No, you just play because it just says when it comes into play, you may tap it and copy a land. Basically, that's it's not exactly
Not exactly what it says.
But yeah, but like I played it once and just like needed an untapped land. He had an opponent had an Urborg.
Oh, you can have an ETB untapped. It just doesn't copy anything.
Yeah,
and it doesn't. Oh, I like it.
Yep,
I like it.
Spell piercing, the Explore. That makes sense. And he's got some hex stringers. Good old 2 1s for 1.
I know. I'm gonna have to pick up some of these sneaky snakes myself here.
You gonna pick up tonight?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I'm gonna get them as well. They're just good
I have Delver. This is the only card I'm actually missing from Delver, and like I've just been playing builds without it.
Where would you buy it from?
Well, because I'm here on location, I would buy it from CardKingdom.com.
Oh, you can buy it on the website?
Yeah, you can, and you can pick it up at Mox Boarding House Bellevue if you so happen to be here.
Yeah.
If you're watching the stream, you probably don't live within pickup distance, but if you do and you didn't know that, check it out.
So Matthew's just wastelanded his bounce land, Guru land. Explore. He's like, go ahead, yeah, draw a card.
Double Snake plus Ran is...
Wait, am I seeing this right?
Yeah.
Does he have a Veil Summer main? Or maybe I'm just seeing things. I think I see a Veil Summer main. Is that? I don't know. I'm tripping, guys and girls.
Oh, man, Fox, I didn't even... I'm
yeah,
not even prepared for people to call me that when I play.
It's like Chromox and not Mox Diamond. That's a Chromox.
Yeah, this is bad for Colin.
Yeah, the recurring wasteland is like you might as well go to game 2.
Yeah, this is.
I'm sorry, but I'm a post player. But I'm sorry. This is very.
Well, we wanted to put him on camera.
Yeah,
so.
I know. I love post. I love post so much, but he's dying to these hex drinkers.
It's a tough one.
And wasteland lock.
Oh, okay. Nice.
What do you say?
Oh yeah, Colin with 2 L's.
Colin
Just deciding to criticize my spelling abilities in the middle of the live broadcast. Thanks, Henry. Just kidding.
Oh yeah, this 2 L's, right?
Granite 6 is a fun card, says Andy. I agree.
No, it's not. It's a terrible card. I hate it because I didn't buy it when it was cheap.
No, it's not fun. It's not a fun card.
They were $25 for so long.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I was just like,
for so long.
I was like, this doesn't work in aggro decks.
Yep. Yep. This is the point at which Colin Brady needs to just go to game 2.
I mean, he can try to like flesh out what he's playing. He can just
That's
like
true.
die a slow and painful death. And hey Henry, oh no, you're not Henry.
It's true.
Henry, can you fix the life counter, please?
Oh, it's just a little off.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Oh, okay, fantastic. Yeah, the Wasteland lock is just like this is why I played Spyglass's main. Like, you just want to slam it and be like, hey.
Yeah, it seems like you definitely want some type of like main deck insurance against the Ren plan, right?
Just the Wasteland plan.
That's what I meant. Yeah, just I mean, yeah.
A Veil Summer. Yes, he does have Veil Summer main.
Okay.
He's like, what? Okay, what?
Sure.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
good old cycle Veil of Summer. This is Matthew. That's fine.
Just the
All right,
assert
yeah,
dominance.
Matthew up a game.
Assert dominance.
Well, I suppose that's how it goes when you have the fast start into the 2-mana Crucible of Worlds effect. Seems pretty solid.
Seems pretty good. Alrighty, we're back here. We're back straight into game 2. Game 2. Matthew Saxon's winning. Colin's on the play with the good old Veil Summer main. They're $7 or $8 now.
I know. I almost picked some up today, and I was like, oh, I guess I'm not buying Veil of Summers right now because it's an $8 uncommon.
Standard card?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why. It's not even like it's a 2 of in Legacy. It's not like that's driving the price up. It's got to be
Mate.
standard and modern right now.
It's gonna be the same path as Serum Visions. Like it's $5-6, and then wait a bit longer, it goes down to like $1.
Yeah, that's true. How were the earlier rounds? Pretty good. Nothing crazy. I think we had a pretty toothless first round. I think where we put something up against Storm and it just got stormed.
Yeah,
What
just
did we put up against Storm?
was it like Miracles?
No. It was 4-color control.
Oh yeah, right.
And yeah, so we watched Wessel lose to Storm pretty like it was not the most exciting game of Magic you've ever watched in your life. But we had Greg
Emery.
on earlier with the Emery deck was pretty sweet. He's 3-0 with Emery Ascendancy tonight, I think.
Emery vs Painter.
Yeah, Emery versus Painter. So we had that. It was a 3-game match too, so it was nice to watch. Basically, whenever we get 3 games, I'm happy. Like if we have sort of like 2-game lights out matches, that's obviously not what we consider very fun Magic to watch, but it is the nature of the game.
It is.
This ain't sword fighting. We gotta roll with some degree of randomness here.
Yeah, we had Storm early on the.
War Dog saying this will be over real fast. I do think I want to say does Colin have a better chance on the play here? Does this deck have any? Are we really setting him up for any type of success?
So
Okay.
So if Colin can get if he's playing Needles,
Yeah.
he needs to play Needles or Crop Rotation to crop in response to Wasteland. But if Colin goes over the top, he destroys Rug Delver. You know, I don't know if he's playing Trinisphere, but he also has Chrome. Mox.
Right, yeah, Chrome Mox. He does have the
Mox?
Chrome Mox.
Chrome Mox. Yeah, I always get those mixed up. Chrome Moxes. So like that gets him a little bit of insurance around Wastelands because like I don't think Rug Delver wants to be countering Chrome Moxes.
Yep.
But yeah, obviously he's got green for crop rotation.
Yep.
He was a little bit wonky on the tap lands there, the bounce lands and tap lands. Like it was just too slow of a start, and Matt was really smart to be able to spell pierce the Explore.
Oh no, I don't know what Golden Grams is. That's a legacy deck I don't know. Crap. I know Iggy Pop.
I don't even know what's Golden Grams. Maybe describe that in the chat.
Yeah. I mean I can Google it. I love Googling legacy deck names.
I think Rug will potentially bring in the Surgicals to deal with Cloud Post, and when Cloud Post gets Surgical, then Cloud Post get Surgical, then you might as well just give up. And what Colin needs to do is play a bunch of forests just to play around the hate.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to start for Cloud Post, and he's got more Cloud Post to follow, so this is actually a good start. He's got Once Upon a Time as well. He doesn't need to play it now. He can play it later.
Yeah, you can play it later as long as it's not the first. Okay, here we go.
Got a Needle, which is great as well.
Free spell.
Speaking of Once Upon a Time, I think the foils are like $30-$40. Okay. Just spell pierce. Kevin probably naming a giant.
Okay.
This is what he needed. He needs Needle, and now Colin's going to have opportunity to go over the top.
Yeah.
And Matthew has stuff like Abrupt Decay or Ancient Grudge.
Also, getting the Once Upon a Time spell pierce seems pretty okay. Like, you didn't spend mana for that. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
That's a pretty decent way to get a spell pierce out of your opponent's sand.
I don't know. I think Matthew obviously kept in the spell pierce to be able to try to play around a Chalice.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if you don't... Because I don't think this version plays Tombs, or maybe a one-off of a Tomb.
I'm assuming, Andy, I'm assuming Wasteland here, and we'll operate as such, but we'll figure that out if it becomes apparent. Yeah.
Whoa, bounce the Chalice? Okay.
Bouncing the Chalice.
I guess the reason you'd play a one-off Simic is that you could crop rotation a land And I don't know if it's a good idea. You could crop rotate and like play a Simic and then bounce the land. I don't know if that's good. This is probably a terrible idea.
That's a spell snare. That's a cavern. Yeah, I don't know. Did I say spell pierce instead or something like that?
That's my mistake. I must have said the wrong. That doesn't matter. We get it. We get it.
Yeah.
So another thing that is that this Hex Drinker can sometimes go out of control, right? He
Right.
can just start pumping up.
I mean, that's kind of what you're going to see here, right? Does he need anything else to do?
Maybe he's probably playing a true name. Very hard for Cloud Post players to deal with.
That's fair. No,
no,
he's just doing it.
just
3
powering up.
levels. 4/4. Here we go. Let's see what Colin can do with the turn.
He needs gas.
Yeah, just not much gas.
He's going to
here.
explore. I think you explore first, right? You didn't care about the days.
Well, what is he? Oh, that's just another.
I mean, he can play land and then explore, which is fine. I hate explore as a card. I'm a Valakut player, and I just hate that card so much.
Oh,
Draws a card, maybe play an extra land, and then you like. I mean, if you have a lot of land, that's fine, but it's not good for me.
yeah. And it's not even really going to help Colin get a ton ahead here. Although it does, yeah, that's going to help gain life.
Well, he has access to 4 mana now.
Okay.
I mean, this is why.
he is. So next, he's just trying to set up for Titan next turn.
Yeah, this is why. Oh, you're probably right. He probably plays Ghost Sprawl. But
Yeah, might be.
the gaining life is really important here because this little sneaky boy is getting there.
Yeah, and there's another one to boot. So
Funny that Matthew's just played a snake and a few counter spells and he hasn't done anything apart from the.
he's got Delver as well.
Yeah, I think Matt needs more pressure.
Might be.
I mean, what's the next level? He goes to 8/8.
6/6.
6/6.
Yeah,
And how much?
6/6.
How many counters?
Let's find out. I think 7.
8.
Got it.
All right, awesome. I don't play sneaky boys too much. I mean, what's Matt's line here? Is he just keep swinging? Like, is he power up? What's he got in his hand?
I think the line here is well, he has a daze. He's got a force of will. He doesn't
Daze is sort of useless now.
right. So he's got a Delver, a daze, and a force.
Yeah. And Daze is sort of tricky when you're on the draw.
So you have 1, 2. How much are these making? So much, right?
They make 3 each.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, you can't even daze the Green Sun.
Daze is only good on the play. It's terrible on the draw. Because you can never get a land out fast enough to stop a chalice or stop something that you're going to play, right?
Mhm.
It's only a gotcha card, but Daze is just so bad after turn 1.
Okay. So
Right,
yeah,
powering up. I hope he realizes he can't do this. He has to do this at sorcery speed.
yeah, he does.
Okay. Play Delver, yep, okay. Just making sure.
I think he's just trying to efficiently
And I don't know if Colin plays all
use
this
his
stuff,
mana.
but right now...
Oh, Colin just drew the prime time. That's super great.
Okay, you might as well just jam.
Yeah. Now it's
Giant, yeah.
uncounterable. Yeah. Sheesh.
This is why you play Green Post.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
You probably play 4 Green Suns for this, but you grab
He had the Green Sun in hand too.
Ivugan and a Cloud Post.
Yeah. I mean, these are just going to both gain a gajillion of life.
Oh wait, he's just getting life.
Yeah, he's just getting life
Interesting.
here.
He didn't get Ivugan because I was supposed to say. I mean, he probably wants to. Oh, because there's all these hex triggers in the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think just because of these big boys. And honestly, Matt is going to be able to
Oh, this Cloud Post
get this Hex Drinker up to pro everything pretty soon.
for 5 mana. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, circle point, man. Wonder what he had the blue for. Do you think it's for counter spells or just growth spell?
I have no idea.
What does chat think about the blue? What do you think the blue's for? Do you think it's show and tell? Do you think it's growth spell? Do you think it's counter spells?
Yeah, it's interesting. All right, so Matt Saxon still gets to untap here though. He's gonna have a. Oh,
He's just going straight to 8.
Did he draw a card? Did I miss him checking on Delver?
Okay, what's Oko doing? Just because it's in every deck?
I play Oko and Delver right now.
Calling Oracle? Actually, that's an interesting one. Yeah, he has a blocker as well. Alright, so he's on level 8. This snake is a big boy. It's a 6/6.
Yeah, it's
Protection
just,
from
yeah,
everything,
and he's
right?
just saying Matthew Saxon's saying this is my best bet here. I have to try to race a prime time, which I don't think this deck can actually do.
Did he miss the flip from the Delver?
That's what I asked.
Oh, good point.
But he has an extra card in hand, so I don't think so.
Do you know what's gross?
I think he just drew a land.
he can play a Karoo land and bounce the Glimmer Post.
I think his draw was True Name Nemesis. Okay, so now he's just going for another prime time here.
He's green sunning for another prime time. Yeah,
Oh,
because
no,
that's 10 for 5.
Okay, it is.
Huh? He day? Oh, he forced. Okay, I was just saying that was a day.
Yeah,
Like, what?
just a hard counter there.
I mean, you might as well just attack and just get an Ivugan and
Yeah, at this point, Matt Saxon, look at he's like, how do I actually get through this? Look, he's got a mini Progenitus. It doesn't even matter.
And the thing is, he hasn't played a land yet, so
I think you have to leave back mini Progenitus, don't you? Is it too late at this point? I think you should have left it back to block.
It's a 6/6. Yeah, maybe. But I think he cares more about the trigger than anything else.
Sure.
That should be intact. But he's gonna wait. He put in Ivugan.
Yes, he put in
Ivugan and Karulan, and then bounced Ivugan, and then played Ivugan.
That's hot.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So now he can activate end of turn. Yeah.
And get it probably.
And it's really not going to stop Matt Saxon from.
And Green Post normally plays Emrakul.
Yeah.
It's a 4/4.
What's only a 4/4?
I thought it was a 6/6, right?
It's a level 8+.
Yeah, it's 8+.
I thought it was sitting at level 8 right now. There's a 5 and a 3 on it. I think there's just some lack of information going on. It's fine.
He's got the Ivugan ready to activate. He's like set up the lands. I love it.
Yeah. We just missed a little 3 dice. It's all good.
It's all good. He's going to brainstorm.
It is. Yeah, it's not especially noticeable next to the big black and white other one. Vapor Snag. Okay.
Yes, that was he played the Cavern previous turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, last turn. But this turn he played Ivugan. No, you can't wasteland, buddy. Yo. No.
Oh snap! He says, "Dang it! I forgot about that. It wasn't relevant for the first 11 turns of this game."
Yeah. Oh, he's got a Brazen Boreal.
Oh, interesting. Huh.
Maybe I said that too loud. I think it was an adventure card.
I didn't even see.
I saw it.
Okay.
I'm like, it has an interesting frame, right?
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
And wait, Brazen Boreal is the one that bounces, right?
Yeah, it bounces non-land permanent.
What's it? It's not Echoing Truth. It's Hercule. No, not Hercule Freecall. What's it like the generic blue 2-mana? Disperse.
I always think of Echoing Truth, but that is not the generic version.
Yeah,
You're right.
I think Disperse is the generic one.
Yeah.
Has
Boomerang?
not Boomerang.
Nah.
Boomerang is double blue, and that also hits permanence. What? No, not Wipe Away. That's split second. Come on, guys.
Gotta get to the
Stop
vanilla.
trolling me.
Gotta get to the vanilla core.
Vanilla standard core set, blue and the colorless bounce spells.
I don't even know, man. I don't know what that is.
I think it's Disperse.
All right, Colin is activating the eye, finishing this.
Unsummon these creatures.
Here's the big baddie.
Plus Voyage.
Matthew's like, hey, can I counter this? Is that how that's?
Voyage has scrying. Anyway, sorry. Can I counter the
Emrakul?
the Emrakul?
Emrakul, the hard cast Emrakul that Colin's about to untap and cast.
Yeah. When you want to go big, you really go big.
You really go big.
Green. This is green. I'm glad that Colin's 2-1. He must have lost to an aggro deck.
We play Legacy, not bad cards. I love it. Yeah, this has got to be a game 3 right here, right?
Hey, they used to play Cyclonic Rift.
Hey, here's an Emrakul.
Matt
Saxon's gonna brazen bar the crap out of this Emrakul.
What do you mean? You can't bounce it.
Oh, it's a spell.
It's a spell.
I thought he was. You're right. I thought I was gonna get around because it was a creature.
He's also gonna add salt and just attack again at the prime time and get a million lands.
Seems good.
I mean, you might as well just. Okay, he's just goes to the next
I'm gonna
turn.
skip to my next turn and attack you
for how much? 21.
Trigger.
Yeah,
21. Annihilator trigger. Okay, so Matthew Saxon does have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 permanents that aren't his snake.
Come on, man. You're gonna die.
He has 6 permanents that are not his protection from everything snake that he can sacrifice.
But he's gonna lose to 21 death. Oh yeah. All right. Okay. I can't give away the ending. I can't let him search.
Too crazy.
You can't wasteland a post because of Pinting Needle. Declare blocks. Oh wait, he can block the Emrakul.
Wow.
He can block the prime time and the Emrakul.
Yeah. This is hot.
But he's on 32.
Hey,
also, okay, this is a game.
Okay.
Why does it not have travel?
Citizen says crack for a bunch.
Crack for wait 6+2.
All right, we got a game, folks. Game 3.
He's like, I blocked you.
So the problem here is now that Matthew Saxon gets to be on the play with his Wasteland and Rensic deck. So
and Days and Delvers.
Yeah. I think what Colin needs to do is have another Once Upon a Time hand. That was a pretty sweet spell that got him a lot of equity in this match.
The good thing about because the post decks have so much lands, so there's a very low chance you're gonna miss.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Once upon a time.
To say nothing of just what's it called? Like you just find prime time with it. You know, like yeah, if you don't find the land you want.
Yeah, I've been twiddling around with Once Upon a Time in Green Red Breach.
Oh, okay.
In Modern.
Yeah.
Just because you can just Once Upon a Time and grab the creature that you need, and then play ramp until you get there. And Steve and Farseek are basically
Seems
the same
decent.
guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you find Sakura Tribe Elder, or find a land, or find a prime time, or find Valakut even, right? Like if that's the one you're missing, like
I'm also playing Field of the Dead, and everyone in the Valakut community has been diversifying all their fetches.
Yeah, I
into snow
bet.
lands.
Yeah.
So you play basic lands and snow lands, so you can
Oh
always
my
trigger.
gosh.
And then all your fetch lands make you 2 zombies.
I feel like that's such an annoying thing to think about. It's like just a new level of deck building restriction or whatever.
Field of the Dead is getting played in lands.
Yeah.
But also it's getting played in
I saw. Oh
Amulet
wow. Yeah. Wow.
Because you just bounce everything.
Card's powerful. That's nuts. I really did think that it was gonna like not like I thought 7 was too high. Too many lands.
Now, here's the crazy thing about the card is that obviously it's banned in standard now. Is that like when you play another Field of the Dead once you've met the requirement, it makes 2 zombies. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then also fetch lands give you 4 power. So many times I was playing Field of the Dead. I mean, getting it with Prime Time, I wasn't even getting Valakut Mountain. I was getting Valakut and Field of the Dead, and then I would make 2 zombies. So it became a Grave Titan.
Wow. Who needs black Grave Titans?
Yeah,
when you can just swing with Prime Time.
Green that also does damage.
Yeah, right.
You just the next turn you attack, you go get Valakuts. I mean mountains.
Absolutely nuts. So yeah, Field of the Dead. Play it in what's it called? Premiere. Is it what is it called?
Pioneer.
Frontier.
Frontier.
It's called Frontier.
Tiny Nears.
It's called Tiny Frontiers. The new format's called Tiny Frontiers. That's what I heard.
Tiny Frontiers. I love it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play in the Tiny Frontiers GP that's coming up.
Oh wow, we're going pretty good for time today. Actually.
Yeah, we're doing great. This is honestly the longest a round 4 has lasted for us in a minute.
Do you think everyone just boycotts WotC and just calls Pioneer postmodern? We just no, we refuse to
I
call
do
it
think
Pioneer.
that Pioneer is a silly name for it. I don't think I'm not saying I have a better one off the top of my head, but what is it? What are you pioneering?
Do we just call it Pi?
What are we pioneers of?
Do we just establish it right now and everyone just calls it Pi?
Modern I don't know. I feel like it just doesn't fit.
Modern or Pi.
It doesn't fit into the like vintage, legacy, modern, pioneer. Like one of these things is not like the other, in my opinion.
Trying to sound heroic, trying to sound super exciting.
Yeah, I don't
Frontier,
know.
Pioneer. I think for short I might even call it Pi.
Pi?
Yeah.
I just like calling it Pi.
Yeah, just let's go play some Pi. Yeah. I mean, I like pies as well because I'm Australian.
Yeah, I like that.
I actually just ordered 60 pies today.
60?
Yeah, it's my wife's birthday soon. Party pies.
Like small pies?
Yes.
Not like whole size. You like apple pies.
Yeah.
Got
it. Yeah, I mean, Americans have weird pies. But we have savory pies. We have beef and gravy.
Meat pies. Yeah.
If you guys want pies, go eat an Australian meat pie. Best pies ever.
Sounds good to me.
I got a Turn 1 Hex Drinker from Matthew Saxon here.
This is how last game started. And the game before it. Just want to say.
The good old Play Around Wasteland, Turn 1 full art Battle for Zendikar.
I like it. That's a great forest.
It's
a good forest.
Yes, pies are the life of Australians. Pies are amazing. I have not seen one crop rotation.
Not yet.
You'd think they'd be in it.
Oh, he even has the, he's not going for the, ramp for the Dryad Arbor with the Greenstone.
Also, I would actually really prioritize needles.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's playing 4 needles or maybe 3 in the main or whatever. I just because you're playing crop rotation, so you can play needles. You don't care about the 1 CMCs.
Yeah.
I mean, you do. Yeah, you don't care about Chalice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would think that. Oh wow, okay. There's no Wasteland. I think that I prioritize needles pretty hard in this matchup, and I play a lot of cloud posts.
Yeah.
If anyone is ever in Seattle, and he's just drawing a card. If anyone is ever in Seattle and you want to grab a pie, please give me a call. We'll go out and get pies.
Nice. There's some good spots around here that you like?
Oh, it's Kangaroo and Kiri.
You do?
Really good one. It's in Ballard. Yeah, down the road. They do excellent pies. You can get the upgrade version where you have mashed potatoes, gravy, and peas on top.
Oh, I've had some of that before.
Yeah, I should take you. I should take
nice.
you. Yeah, sick, man. I love pies. Okay,
Oof,
there it is.
there it is.
Right on time.
Yeah, this is not pretty. Although he is missing the Runa 6, so
He might be for crop rotation. I don't know.
yeah.
Feels really bad to wasteland and then crop
Right,
rotation.
yeah, absolutely, and that might be what we see here. Okay, nope.
Nope. I haven't seen one
Not
crop
so
rod.
quite.
You'd think that you'd play 4.
And just 2 levels on the Hex Drinker.
Like, I mean, he's playing field. He's playing what do you call it? He's playing Variable Summer Main, but I just still haven't seen a crop rod.
Yeah, we haven't seen a crop right yet. Kind of a tricky one for Matt Saxon. He just has to level up one more. No Rena 6s.
Just leveling.
Oh, he's pondering first.
That makes sense. Good old Snaky Boy.
Yeah.
How much do Snaky Boys go for these days? They're
Just
like
$8.
$8?
Yeah. Thereabouts.
I'm gonna pick up some snakes. I don't know. I'll see. I don't know. I don't think I'd ever play a tiered deck, like a proper deck.
Yeah.
This guy. Spaghetti is good. Actually, when I versed you, I did not play any. Actually, I think I played Thought Knots. Didn't play many Spaghetti against you. Alright, so he did not opt to go to level 4.
Yeah.
Is level 4 where you get the next level?
No, it's 3. It's 3.
Okay,
Yeah, it's 3.
fine.
So he's hitting as a 4/4 now. Wow, just another cycle. Just a good old classic.
What do you call it? Savage Summoning?
Yeah.
Just draw a card?
Just sweet cycles, baby.
Yep. He's playing Living End now. Oh, he's got the white bounce land. Interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting.
What is the white for?
I don't know.
Is it just
maybe they're just ramp. Maybe the second color isn't mattering. I don't know.
By the way, I've thought about playing Field of the Jet in Cloudpost. I'm like, I don't know if I can get away with this, but just like diversifying my lands, because I know that we have a bunch of lands in Cloudpost, but I think it's just too slow. I also tried to play Exploration in Green Cloudpost once. Just like, turn on Exploration and play some Cloudpost.
Yeah.
Play them as fast as you can.
Ramp those lands.
Yeah, you can ramp those lands.
Alrighty.
All right, we got Snaky Boy just hitting in, just doing his job.
Yeah.
Turn 1 snake and just a bunch of ponders.
I mean, look at Colin's hand here. It's so green.
I mean, he has the mana to do things. All right, what is he doing now? Once upon a time. All right.
Yeah.
Spell Pierce the post
Too much.
Spell Pierce the post deck. Like,
yeah.
Like, Matthew,
now look at this.
You have guts, my friend. Spell Pierce the post deck. Really?
Well, I mean, the window presented itself, right?
Green Suns.
Yeah, just a green sun for 3.
4.
For 2? Oh no, these are each making 2.
But he's doing it. Oh yeah. All right, Matthew's like, no, stop doing spells. You died on my snake. Awkward, but yes.
So now next turn, Colin's gonna be able to go for the.
Well, if he plays a land, he just upgrades to 8/8, right? No, it's level 8.
6 level 8. Yeah.
But even
6/6 too. Yeah, not 8/8.
Colin has any way to deal with a 6/6 protection from everything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just gonna be like a Progenitus.
Yeah, it's not gonna rate. It's gonna. It can trade with. It can even not even trade. It can just stonewall the what's it called?
The Primetime.
Yeah, the Primetime.
But you just attack through it.
Yeah.
Because it's got protection from everything.
Yeah. No. I mean, like it can stop the Primetime from attacking.
Oh, that's a good point.
I mean, in this case, I guess Matthew's winning the race anyway. So yeah, it's a good point.
So if he has a Primetime in his hand, he can actually play it because he can.
Yeah.
Untap the Simic.
Oh,
and then what's a green white bouncy land?
I don't know what the name of it is. Selesnya Sanctuary, Selesnya something.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could just call it the green white bouncy land. That's okay.
I'm also okay with.
Oh yikes! Okay, then we found the death knell.
The Gadok Teague bounce land? No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna lose to Wasteland now.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Wait, he played a land. Okay, he didn't get a Wasteland. Interesting. Why didn't you just play the?
Wait, he pinged?
He pinged.
Oh, he pinged.
Okay, here comes prime time to grab 2 more life gain lands. He's like tap as.
He's like, wait, what? Yeah.
I thought it would have got a Wasteland, just a Wastelanded him.
I'm a little confused.
Matthew, why are you being greedy for? I guess he wanted to just... Okay, so now he gains 4 twice. He gets 8.
Okay.
Why did you do that? Come on, Matt. He's gonna watch this. Hope he watches.
Well, now he gets the wasteland back. But still, it was 1 mana. Yeah. Had he already made a land drop that turn?
He needed green mana. Okay.
Oh, he needed green? Okay.
Gotcha. Alright, so I think in this instance... No, because he's just going to keep grabbing Vesuvas and Glimmerpost to gain life. So he's going to try to stabilize. I wonder what you do here, because like, you can't stop the attack trigger. And if he goes Rare and Wasteland, man, you're really just stuck here, Matt. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I thought he brainstormed into a Ren, play the Ren, get a Wasteland. I don't. Maybe I just missed that. I'm not a very good commentator, obviously. Not watching the game. Talking about green white bouncy lands.
Yeah. We're good.
Right.
Brainstorm. Nah, okay.
Dig. Why not? Let's just dig.
It's so interesting. Like did Matthew just miss his window here? Like, is Colin just?
No, because according to chat, he could have Wasteland.
No. I'm saying like, is the fact that Colin got to resolve this primetime?
Yes, he stabilized.
That's just it, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
how does Matthew even come back? We saw this last game.
Yeah.
How does Matthew come back from resolved primetime?
You're right.
We have to talk quietly.
Yeah,
it's hard.
Everyone else is going home.
I know everyone else is. Yeah, exactly. We're at the point of the night. We don't actually. This doesn't happen too often.
Yeah, it's very rare that everyone finishes by 9:50.
Yeah. Sebastian, thank you for joining us at the very end. We will have a nice, juicy VOD for you to watch after this is done. So don't worry, my friend.
Yeah.
You will get to watch us back in time.
Get to see Emery do some stuff. All right. So, what do you think the line here? Like, how can he needs double stifle? I don't know. Like, stifle is a primetime trigger.
Well, you can stifle at primetime. That's cool. Okay, so he's not even going for the wastelands anymore. He knows that's too slow, I guess.
All right. Do you upgrade?
Yeah, stifle might do enough.
Like, he can play the bouncer in.
And stifle for like 1 turn, and then you can pump up to 6. Sorry, my brain has stopped doing math, so I'm like not thinking that hard about how anyone wins this game, you guys. This
is green post.
Is this just Legacy Amulet? No, this is Legacy Green 12 post.
This is modern no ban list. Basically.
Yeah, right. This is basically what you would build. Yeah, if Cloud Post was legal in modern, might be where you're at.
I made the finals of the last modern no ban list that I played in with green post. It literally was just my Legacy deck.
Yep.
With green swords.
Yep. It's very good.
And Ivergan, and no one could stop me because there was no force wheels.
Very strong. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you just gain some life, maybe for Zoos. Like right now, he's winning the race.
Right.
He's gaining life.
Colin even has second Titan. That's pretty nasty.
Oh, he's gaining life? Okay, I guess. I mean, gain 23? Do you need to gain 23?
Sheesh.
Man, he's already packing it up. I love it.
Yeah, that's gonna do it. Wow. Okay. Colin Brady.
Let's bring it back to the booth.
Yeah, absolutely. Pulling out the
good job.
The
Wasteland
Ren. Yeah, green. There you go. All right, we got a little green on camera. Got a little Wasteland
good old
action for Lee there.
Ashiok destroys that deck.
Yeah.
Not Search, Shadow of Doubt. All right, well, that was some interesting games.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm super glad we got that last round. That was way interactive. Shout outs to all you guys for sticking through the broadcast. Don't forget, we got the Chalice coming up for Card Kingdom. That's going to be on October 26th.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It'll be back on this channel, so if you guys are on the Card Kingdom channel, you already know what's up. Yeah, thanks for watching. Check out the VODs. Sebastian, check out the VODs. I know you just got here, man. We got some sweet matches earlier in the day.
Also, if you make orders at Card Kingdom, you can get like really awesome foil squirrel tokens.
Oh, yeah. So check this out. Awesome, yeah. If you guys order between now and the 27th, you guys get some foil squirrel tokens from CK. So if you guys are ordering cards abroad, check that out.
Yep.
And good night, y'all.
Also, donate to Matthew Anders.
Yeah, donate to Matt Anders. If you guys are donating to anybody in the Chalice, that's our homie. That's that's our dude.
Is our dude.
Both an employee of the shop and a perennial local modern grinder. Definitely
won the last one.
Won the last Chalice.
Donate to him.
One of the best modern players in the area and a really, really awesome dude. So totally, if you guys are on that Chalice train, go donate to Team Matt Anderson.
The back of the tokens are really awesome, by the way. They're like sparkly,
nice,
shiny. So yeah.
Oh,
anyways,
sweet.
Thank you for watching us. Thank you for watching us. Like I love that we voluntarily do this. Talk about Legacy.
Yeah, and we'll be back next week. Nothing crazy going on. You'll have some sweet hosts back then, and we'll see you guys then.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Sweet. Have a good one.
Have a good night.